Hello and welcome to another episode of FOREVERVERSE, a wonderful, tantalizing mystery. It's told through improvisers and actors across a vast array of role-playing game systems. Tonight's song is Watch Who You Trust, a thought-provoking song about the dangers of crossing enemy lines and befriending beautiful people.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Watch who you trust. The world out there is dangerous. The nice, pretty women aren't what they seem, and the good-looking men are selling dreams. Do what you must. Sell your soul or turn to dust. Make the choice, love or lust. Just watch who you trust. Dance there, dance, hide your disgust. Smile and nod and shake their hands, but behind your back they're making plans. Do what you must. Sell your soul or turn to dust. Make the choice, love or lust. Just watch who you trust. The best intentions turn to rust. Hold your friends and family, but only kiss your enemies. Do what you must. Sell your soul or turn to dust. Make the choice, love or lust. Just watch who you trust. Watch who you trust. Watch who you trust. Watch who you trust.
Man, I look forward to every single time you guys sing songs. It is one of my favorite parts about coming and doing this show with you guys every single week.
Thanks, Ivan.
You're amazing, Amy and Jason. So guys, welcome back to the Foreververse. As I said earlier, we are exploring the tantalizing mysteries of what is the Foreververse. There is chaos and anarchy and interesting things constantly happening around the bend. Our poor players are being thrust into what seems to be World War II, currently in a post-Normandy environment, pre-Normandy landing environment. And, well, let's see what happens. Our adventure continues. Welcome back. So sadly, we are missing Miss Trisha Hershberger today. She is out doing all the important things that you do when you're a Trisha Hershberger. But we do still have Amy, Jason, Hector, and Keller with us. So how you guys?
The wolf form is with us in spirit.
Yes, that is definitely a wolf form happening right there. That is an amazing shirt. How was it?
I found it at Otakon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how was Otakon?
In a cave.
And
In a cave.
and I also got this awesome dice bag.
That's pretty amazing.
And I want to give a shout out to Crimson Chain Leatherworks from Toledo, Ohio. They
Damn.
make This badass dice bag and many others.
That looks like it can hold lots of other things besides dice.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you've turned it into dice bags.
Name some
Body
examples.
parts,
Oh wow.
fingers,
How many are in there?
dice.
Jason, how many body parts are in there?
Okay, let's narrow it down. How many index fingers are in there?
You could fit.
You could fit? I want to know the count that's in there right now.
There's 4 in here.
Four
but
in there
you
right
could
now.
fit At least 14.
All right.
Depending on the size of the
The size
hand.
of the human
Exactly.
being.
Right.
Yeah.
If it's a baby, you can fit lots of baby index fingers.
That's a good.
You know, really,
Wow.
it's just too far, Hector. It's too far.
Hey,
Okay.
hey.
Children
hey,
are our future.
It's good to know where the
Teach them
line
well.
is. It
Guys,
is good
babies
to
have
know.
fingers too.
Babies have fingers.
Babies have fingers too.
Well, you can't prove it.
Okay. Does anybody got a baby?
Yeah, babies do have fingers. I will confirm that, but I will definitely say baby fingers invokes emotions and feelings that I have to contend with. That's a more satisfying sound instead of baby fingers.
Yeah. No fingers.
So guys, when we last left our
That's what baby fingers sound like.
adventures,
Falling off.
that sounds more like
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you get
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Baby
yeah.
fingers.
baby
Yeah,
fingers.
you get
Patter
it.
of severed fingers.
They do. They're very good at avoiding sandworms because they're outside of rhythm.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Dude, guys, in the middle of it.
Yes, so-
We have 300 pages left.
Oh really?
Really?
Yeah.
That's,
What?
I want to know your thoughts after
Tremors.
all this.
It's good.
yeah.
It is
The novel based on the motion picture Tremors. Okay. Tremors 3.
Go home.
Worms aren't, those worms aren't big enough.
So when we last left our adventures, you guys were exploring the ruins of Wilhelmshaven, and you currently had met up with who you thought was your primary contact, meeting up with a Canadian named Mandy, as well as a woman, Nastasia Kippenberg. After gleaning as much information you could about Mokrama, the Great Suffering One, as well as what your true intentions from landing inside of this place is, because it's still a bit unclear as to why you're here, why you're in these bodies, and what is the point of even going through this entire World War II charade at the moment. This isn't the World War II that you knew, that's for certain, but it definitely is World War II. So the question is who, what, where, when, why, and how. So, all of them.
Yeah, but yeah. Very ezy to answer.
Very easy. So upon meeting up with Nastasia inside of the glorious, what was your Loki, your
Loki.
your destination,
Oh, Lupindom.
Lupindom.
The loop.
A loop.
After establishing the loop, you went off to go save presumably Mandy, who was presumably captured,
Yeah.
but then found out that maybe, just maybe, you were led into a trap.
And we absolutely were.
Right. So,
Damn it.
as the silence of the cold concrete building pierces your ears, you feel as your nerves are on edge. The single bare bulb illuminating Manny dances shadows across the walls as you hear the sound of a bolt click back, and then it followed by several more clicks as you turn around to notice that several German soldiers are pointing their MP5s at you.
And Mandy, too.
Well, Mandy is currently tied to a chair,
Yes.
sitting,
Bloody?
illuminated by the bare bulb, beaten and bloody, absolutely. And the first idea that comes to your mind, or first thought that crosses your mind, is why didn't you smell them? Why couldn't you sense them? But as you look and hear upon the weapons drawn across your back, you watch as a small figure pierces through the darkness of the bare bulb as you hear the sounds of high-heeled boots
Oh, you.
click as you move forward, and you see Nastasia,
God damn it!
who miraculously did quite a costume change in the time from when she met you to the time she's in front of you now, because she's in full SS gear, high-heeled boots, thigh-high leggings, and her hair pulled back into a ponytail with some very, very high officer outfit stuff going on.
Last crusaded us.
And you watch as she stands there silently as two more men join her. One is a tall, very broad-shouldered gentleman with a shock of blonde white hair, who also is in full
Bigger than
SS
me?
garb. He's about as big as you, but he's stocky, and he is definitely a poster boy of the Aryan Brotherhood kind of idea.
Jesus.
So, as well as another man who's a little more timid, laid back. You see as his small wireframe glasses have two magnifying perspective on his eyeballs as he looks towards you, and he is the one who speaks to you first. Hello. Thank you so much for joining us. You see, my name is Roman Tasselhoff. I would like to express my gratitude for having you come and join us for this evening. Please, take a seat. And he motions as Alphonse pulls out 5 chairs, and you can feel as the soldiers with MP5s jam them into the back, the smalls of your back, pushing you forward.
Is Alphonse the name of the big guy?
Big Aryan guy.
Did I introduce him at the moment, or did I just
I
mention
don't think
who
we
it
got
was?
his name.
Physically, but he hasn't spoken yet.
He hasn't spoken yet, so.
Alfonso's the large man.
Alphonse.
Alphonse.
I shoot a withering look in Nastasha's direction.
You can see as she doesn't make eye contact with you, but she keeps a coy smile on the side of her face as you 5 are motioned down into the chairs
This is my withering look.
That's a withering look. And you can see her, she's engaged but not engaged, as she gives you a bit of a smile, playful, flirtatious even. As Roman continues to speak. I brought you here because you come with the most highest recommendation. You see, I know who you are, and I know why you're here. And I am told that you could, how can you say, help us in a dire little situation we have. You watch as,
A dire little situation.
dire little situation. Not anything that we can't handle, but you see, I am told that you have special abilities. You see, I want you to hunt and capture, not kill, a group of resistance fighters in the farmlands east across the channel. They're supposedly across in Toins. It's nothing but farmlands once there, and there seems to be impossible to find. The locals have been notoriously difficult to track down. And Natasha tells me that you have a special gift for tracking down scum. We'll be keeping your friend Mac. I am told his name is Mac, yes? You watch as one of the Nazis jams it. Mac doesn't even flinch, keeping his cool as the barrel points along the side of his neck. As collateral, if you escape or disobey, we will kill him and Mandy here, and we will track you down. Well, what do you say?
How do we know you won't kill him while we're gone? How can we trust your word?
I don't see as you have much of a choice here. My word is his best, and all I can say is that if you do finish your mission, the judgment will be fair.
Nastasha, what if we get one of theirs?
You watch as Nastasha looks around and goes, you know, I could potentially go with them. That seems to be fair. It would be fair to make sure that I have an eye upon our little friends here, at least.
And we'll keep an eye on you.
To be honest, someone has to be able to make contact when we get into Bremerhaven. Well,
all right.
Guess we have to. I guess we have to go do that.
Real world question: are we pretending to be Nazis? This is a carryover question from last week. No, right? But we got captured by Nazis.
We're captured by Nazis now.
Right.
Nastasha's
Now we
part
gotta
of-
pretend to be on.
Does
Nastasha's pretending to be Nazis.
does Tasselhoff know who we are?
that would be something you'd have to make potentially like a knowledge and composure check. Something that you can see. Can you read him? Does he know that you're Americans, or does he know that you are creatures that
That's
live in
what I
two
wanna
worlds? Yes.
Okay, so what was that?
That would be a knowledge
Intelligence?
plus. Sorry, yes, thank you. Intelligence plus a composure roll.
Okay.
Raw knowledge versus finesse of wits.
You got 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Not a damn thing.
Very hard to tell if he's referring to your special abilities as special ops trackers, or if he means the fact that you can hunt and scent as the best of predatory creatures could potentially be.
How do you expect us to get there without one of your motherfuckers shooting us?
You see, I will have a very special device that we have been prototyping for a while. You can start to feel as cold metal is wrapped around all 4 of your necks as you hear a small radio beep. Beep.
Wait, somebody just put something on my neck?
Yep. Unless you want to do something about it.
Oh yeah, I
Got
do.
guns pointed at all of us.
I want to at least resist a little.
Yeah, I'm not happy about it.
Okay, absolutely.
I bite off a guy's hand. Just kidding, I'm not a wolf right now. I bite a guy's hand.
You bite a dude's hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna at least push back until I find out what this is.
What's going on?
Yeah. No way.
Okay. Ooh, look at that. Okay. As you bite down onto one of the man's hands in a response that seems more primal than it was, intelligent. You hear as the man screams, "Ah!" And you watch as, in an instant reaction, Alphonse comes and just decks you one right on the side of your face. Take 2 bashing damage. As you just feel your face swell up, and you can hear as Alphonse cracks his knuckles as he looks back at you, and he is glaring you down.
I just wipe blood off my face and then smile at him.
Okay, cool.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
And then you resisting,
Yeah.
as you're holding on to it, you can feel as the gun is pressed farther against the side of your temple, to the point of where if you pulled the trigger, you might not be able to regenerate from this one so quickly as it's on the side of your temple. And you can feel as what?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tell me.
I know that you don't want to do this. I know you don't want to kill me. You need me. You tell me what this motherfucking metal thing is.
It is a simple way for us to keep track of you. You see, I am part of a very special division that is ensuring that we keep track of some of our most valuable assets. And you're now some of our very valuable assets.
You're throwing the word special around. We're special, you're part of a special thing.
Well, Wilhelmshaven is not very special, but I have heard that you are very special. And in the way that you'll be able to help us with these resistance fighters, all I can say is that let's have this be the bond of potentially a very good relationship from this point forward. You're not getting back to America. You're not leaving here without us knowing. And unless you want to all die heroes right here and now, I say that you have not much of a choice.
How long do these stay on?
Question?
They stay on until I tell them that they can take them off.
You got better uniforms for us or something? I mean, how are we supposed to pretend that
Yeah, are
we're
we
you
going with an
if we're
escort
in-
squad or something?
Yeah.
I can certainly make sure that you are escorted for a boat across the channel, and as soon as you're on Tossins, that is where we must leave you. I actually recommend that you do not go and wear your borrowed garbs, as they will, as I'm sure the resistance fighters will probably shoot you on sight.
So
How you
want
expect us to
just-
not get shot in enemy territory?
Well, that is up to you. You are the special ops unit, not me.
Special. So we're supposed to disguise ourselves as resistance fighters? Is that it?
Whatever you do, whether you go in guns blazing or
Resistance
you...
fighters with little radio transmitters on their necks?
Well, this is what turtlenecks are for, yeah?
Bullshit.
Hate turtlenecks.
New
I'm not a fan.
I call bullshit.
New negotiation. We finish this job, you give us back Mac, we give you back Natasha, and these things come off.
We'll see.
You need us. You need us more than we need you. I don't get it. This doesn't make any sense. This is fishy. Up and down, all over. The fact that you're not just killing us, that you need us, you need our help, the great Nazi party, to take out resistance fighters in Bernhaven? No, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is something else.
Well, I will say that your resume comes with high regard to Anastasia here.
From who?
From who?
From Nastasia. She is the one who told me that you're coming, and she is the one who tells me that you can solve this problem with a certain amount of finesse that we have not been able to do. You see, our efforts here are turned to the U-boats. We cannot offer simple scouting parties, and as much as we want to artillery shell the crap out of Tosin at the moment, they still grow the food.
There's something more to these resistance fighters than you're letting on, Buster.
I want to try to attach my thing, I'll put it on, and attach it in a way that maybe it doesn't close all the way.
That's definitely some subterfuge there. I'll do a dexterity and subterfuge.
One and one. I literally have two.
You have 2 to work with.
You got this, Hope.
Come on, Becky.
No, complete failure.
Absolutely not. You put it on, but it actually
Good and
locks
snug.
really well.
Magnet, he's really strong magnet. Okay.
No, Tolson is, for lack of a better word, a giant shithole. And it means
Your
not.
entire country.
He watches Alphonse decks you. He puts another full pound take 2 bashing damage. As you watch as he leans down and he just. I'm watching you.
Look, listen, Hasselhoff. Try as you might, you can't bullshit a bullshitter, okay? And I can see right through this, all right? So the fact that you are saying that you need us for something you can't possibly do, no. We're gonna renegotiate the terms right now. You're gonna give us Mac, and on top of that, you're gonna tell us where the Fuhrer is. Because if the Fuhrer is sending out orders to you guys that you need to get a ragtag team of Americans to help you, then you must have royally screwed up somewhere. If you want this to go down the way that you want it to go down, where your ass is saved, when this is all said and done, I respect that. You know why? Because I'm a bullshitter too. So if this is going to work out, you're going to give us the location of the Fuhrer when this is all said and done, and that might benefit you in ways that you cannot even imagine, pal.
You can watch as you hit a soft spot there with him too when you're talking about him fucking up, as he glares upon you, and you can watch as he looks like he's just ready to order the fire command right now, and then Nastasha just streamlines in front of him and goes, No. You're right, there's more than what's going on here, but personally, I feel that this is not only a great opportunity for us to test out your metal as sort of our newest assets, you can speak, but nothing needs to know more about what Roman is currently dealing with. So, I recommend that you take this offer, or your friend here will not just die quickly, he will not die well. He will die slowly, and he will die feeling every single inch of his pain as he calls out your names. So the question is do you want to do this because you're being forced to, or do you want to do this because you want to prevent a friend of yours from suffering an ill-timed fate?
Now, are you going to be wearing a necklace as well so that they know if we rip your throat out?
Because otherwise you're going out into the wilderness with us. Unguarded, unchecked.
I gotta be honest, I'm not the biggest fan.
You know what, Nastasha? I thought I had feelings for you, and then I thought I didn't for another reason, but now I definitely know that I do not have feelings for you, Nastasha.
Got an extra.
You bring up a very good point. There really isn't any reason for me to be joining you. It's probably better that we let the radio callers do their work then.
Is that how we're going to be monitored through these
That's
radio
how,
calls?
well, we will be able to keep track of you. It pings, well, I won't tell you how often, but it pings often enough that we'll know if you've taken the things off.
We don't need her. Let's do this.
I'm
Alright,
pretty stoked that we talked her out of this.
This is the last time I'm going to bring this up. Nastasha Hasselhoff, you big crony crumb bum over here, listen up. Real closely, listen up. If your situation is so dire that your two options were either shoot us in the head or keep us alive to do something for you, then it must be pretty bad if we need to be alive to do something for you. So, if at the end of this mission, if we complete this, the fact that you didn't shoot us to begin with means that whether we live or die makes no difference to you. So again, I say, you want to keep our friend alive? That's fantastic. I met this dude yesterday. He's a great guy. Really great guy. Mac, no offense. You're one guy. This is a war we're fighting here. So what we're going to do is we're going to complete this mission. And then, instead of any of your Nazi superiors getting word of this, you're going to let us know the location of the Fuhrer, and then we're going to go our separate ways. Your mission having been completed, you getting out of deep shit from us Americans, and then we'll go on our way with the location of the Fuhrer. Or, again, your other option, you shoot us all in the head right now.
And you're still fucked.
Watches Roman settles. As he looks, you can see the gears are turning in his head at the moment.
Yes, the Fuhrer is too aware of this little
Probably
mission.
not.
That,
I think he's searching for trinkets in the desert. He probably has no idea that this is going on. And that's fine because Hasselhoff here aims to keep it that way. And I'm saying that's fine for now, but if you don't want word to get out later, and you don't care if we're alive or dead because we're alive right now. then
And
you
how
can
would
help
you
us.
inform the Führer? How would you tell him that is
You
our
said
glorious
you could
leader?
handle on a radio on the fucking way. You're just gonna let us go?
You said
and it's
it's-
like,
you-
oh.
And what are they going to
we're
trust? A
fine.
bunch of Americans over me?
You said it yourself, Hasselhoff. We're very special. We have special skills. We have a lot of special abilities.
Fine, do what you will.
Very
I just don't want to hear about it. I only want results.
Fantastic.
Bring me results and we will talk.
I'm bringing revolts already.
Oh, a little P almost came out of me just now. A little P almost just came out. Negotiating with a Nazi. A little P.
Oh man.
Like bluffing the lives of my friends.
He watches as he turns about and walks out through the front door while all four of the men still standing close to you with their guns. As the door slams angrily behind him, as you hear as he starts walking up the steps. Someone make a wits plus composure roll.
I need more dice.
Hey, you want some?
Yes, please.
Yeah, can we borrow some? Great, thanks.
Bora?
4 good?
Yes.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you very much.
Where'd your little adventure sheath go? Do you still have it?
I have mine. I don't have enough dice.
Oh, that's right, because there's not enough D10s in there. You gotta get you. I should have gone to Gen Con and got you like a big old
Just a
scoop.
scoop of
The
D10s?
scoop.
With
Yeah.
Yeah,
2 successes.
2 successes.
One success.
2 successes.
Okay. You can hear him mumbling angrily as he goes up the stairs, as he disappears, presumably to the upstairs area. What you got?
2 successes, 2 exploders.
2 successes.
Yeah, just for my wits composure.
Okay. But 2 successes total, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
Sorry.
Okay. So, yeah.
Yes,
Hear mumbling.
sir.
We just hear mumbling.
One more time.
We just hear mumbling.
You just hear mumbling as
We got under his skin.
as he continues to run up the stairs, and you can see as Nastasha closely follows him right behind, and as Alphonse is taking his time, slowly.
Is that the guy that punched me?
Yeah, he's the one that punched you.
Me too.
Yeah, both of you. And as
Kill him later. He's
on my
fucking
list.
dying later.
as he's like does a half circle around as he's leaving out, you can watch as he looks and sizes all 5 of you up.
I
for a
spit in his
moment.
face.
And he just gives you another full-blown deck.
And then I wink at him.
Take another 2 bashing damage. As he leaves, he just puts his boot on your chest and tips your chair down, cranking you back onto the floor with a loud clang as it scatters, as you kind of skid across the concrete.
It's gonna be hard to try to
Worth it.
sneak around and pretend we're a Nazi soldier with Samuel's black eyes on his face, like Heil Hitler, like he's gonna be all messed up.
And as he walks out the door, he goes, "Oh, and don't worry about your friends at the AA emplacements. Thanks to your little tip at the guard gate, we've tracked them all down and had them killed. Well done." As he exits out the door and walks upstairs. So,
We're gonna kill you.
Oh my gosh.
Kill everybody right now.
So is he talking
turning
about?
you know.
He's talking about the rest of the Americans out in the forest that we left there. Shit.
Are we tied in chairs? Are we tied behind chairs? Or are we?
I didn't know we were tied to
Let us
chairs.
free, right?
no,
we have-
you're all
I
you've
thought we
all
just
been
had
zip
collars
tied
on.
Zip tied?
at least,
Zip ties
and
exist
They
there?
didn't have zip ties.
no, they didn't have zip ties. So baling wire.
Okay.
Good old fashioned baling wire.
That hurts.
Which really is uncomfortable.
I need a tetanus shot.
As they pick you up and they start walking you out of the concrete building, one of them's carrying a duffel bag. They walk you out to the docks in the midst of the night, I forgot to put my sound bits on for the sound times, so I'll just have to crank it up a little bit.
Two songs.
So as you continue to walk out through the concrete building that houses all of the naval U-boats in the area, and you can see as arc welding is continuing to spark in various places, as it seems like people are working full time around the clock to get these boats out of the docks and into the ocean, since who knows when the next British forces are going to come. They escort you down to the east side of the docks to what is not a very sturdy looking dinghy. And so just so you know, with Wilhelmshaven, there's basically an inlet that Wilhelmshaven is sitting along the side of the eastern area of the docks, and there's a large inlet that curves around with a small bottleneck where the sea pours out into. So the waters are relatively calm and easy.
They're not gonna throw us in there, right?
Not just going to throw you in the water, but they're going to throw you in the dinghy.
Okay.
And then push you off.
Guessing untying us first, hopefully.
Yes. And as they throw a duffel bag inside of the dinghy and shove you off with MP5s pointed at you the entire time.
Looks like they're giving us a fucking head start.
Stand by.
We get a handicap on this one. The hands tied. Are our hands still tied, or they cut our hands loose?
They cut us loose.
So as you
Oh, great.
as you go out there and do your dancing birds, you watch as one of them, pissed off, just lifts up his MP5 and fires.
I lift up my own
First round
MP5,
clip.
and by that I mean my dick, and I piss in their direction.
And you watch as you watch as
Fire
a
my
couple
own
pieces of wood splinters comes up, as you now have a small, tiny hole in your boat, bullet-sized hole.
Great.
So, and you hear as one of them shouting as you drift off into the water, "I'd roll very hard if I were you."
What it?
I keep doing this.
And I'm still pissing at them.
Yeah.
At
So
them.
it's weird to piss standing up. Hope.
You've never done it
Oh
before.
yeah.
Yeah.
And yet,
Roll a dexterity
and
check.
yet,
It's been like 4 days.
yet it feels really right.
Yeah.
Dick for 4 days.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
probably the first time that you've ever really thought about it.
Yeah. Huh. This is so much easier.
Yes. And really hard to aim.
No way.
Unfortunately.
No. What's his? Friday's got it.
Friday's got it.
Friday can aim like a mother. Really?
Muscle
I'll roll
memory.
for guns. You want me to roll for guns?
That's okay. I don't think that's a necessary skill check under these circumstances.
Peeing standing up. Oh, okay.
Inherent knowledge.
5 circles. Dang, I'm really good at that.
Yeah.
So as you can see,
call my shots.
small amounts of water blipping into your boat from the side.
Damn it.
What would you?
We're all werewolves. We could just swim, couldn't we?
Well, I'm just gonna take off, just rip off some of my clothing and stuff it in the
Yeah,
hole.
can we plug the hole?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go and plug the hole.
What equipment do we have? This is with our normal equipment, but then we had our
Well,
Nazi
I'm gonna bust open
uniforms.
that
Then what's the
duffel
duffel
bag.
bag?
You had it. If you open up the
Yeah.
duffel bag, it just has a bunch of civilian clothes inside of it.
Not even a gun? Do we have
Well,
our weapons?
You still have your weapons on you.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Presumably you have all your gear. They didn't take any of your gear away from you. You just have these fancy ass collars now.
I have something
So.
that's called a basic loadout. Does that have any bearing on this situation? Is there anything in there that I can use to plug in the hole in the boat?
Well, I'm just gonna use some of my
Basic
ripped
loadout?
up, my
Yeah, you can
terrible
probably-
Nazi uniform to plug the hole.
Is that what you'd like to do?
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah,
do
that
a
little band? Yeah, why not?
Can you do a
That
craft?
really, I'm gonna use the
Craft.
swastika.
You're gonna use a swastika band. Okay. Can you do a craft plus dexterity roll or craft plus intelligence roll? Craft should be in skills.
Yes, I don't have nothing for crafts. Does that mean that's a -1?
Yeah, be a minus
You
one.
said plus dexterity?
No, plus
intelligence.
intelligence, please.
Intelligence?
I'll roll for that right now. And 1 success. That's it. 1 success.
Nice.
Crafted
Nothing.
that. Crafted that.
I have no crafting ability.
One success.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you stop it up enough that it's just kind of like
Just go at a normal speed.
leaking it. It's not like plumping water
Yeah.
in there a bunch. It'd be hard. It's very hard to make a watertight seal
Yes.
with cloth.
More symbolic to be like Nazis.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Keep your finger in it the whole trip.
You could.
Why
Little
they
boy
kill
blew
you?
it.
True.
Is this we are in?
Are we supposed to be in civilian clothes then?
We will change into them as to not be walking around in bloody Nazi uniforms.
Yeah.
Are we still in Wilhelmshaven?
You're on the coast of Wilhelmshaven as you are pushing out across, going eastbound across the peninsula.
I start
peninsula.
Are we
Across
trying
the.
to- Yeah, we're rowing.
Yeah.
Are we trying to get to? You mentioned Tassins. Are we trying to get to another port, another city in Tassins?
You guys are literally rowing opposite directions.
I know. Why are we going in a circle?
There we go.
I'm just gonna lay the land real fast.
And there is only one
I mean,
set
I
of
shouldn't,
oars.
I shouldn't be judging because I'm not doing
He's
it.
got one of them. I got the other. We're
Yeah.
sitting right side by
Okay.
There
side.
we go.
Stroke, stroke, stroke.
I've got a big old drum standing in front.
So make a knowledge plus intelligence roll for me. See how much you can pull
Intelligence plus what?
back. Knowledge. Academics.
Academics. There we go.
Okay.
I
Academics.
started rolling d20s. That doesn't work.
If you want, I mean, you're pulling on your body's inherent knowledge at the moment about this
No
stuff.
successes.
1.
One.
No successes.
1 successes.
So based on your brief that you vaguely remember, you can kind of pull up a map in your head.
Okay.
Is that you know
We
that
need Mac.
and Mac's really, but
Dang it.
you vaguely remember that Tossins is a farming community that is on the other side of this inlet
Okay.
that I described. So you're basically doing the equivalent of hopping along the Great Lakes
Got it.
and to another part of the country that's on the other side of the lake. So
All right.
and it's much smaller than the Great Lakes, so you'll probably get over there in an hour.
Oh, great. And then we're supposed to wipe out the resistance.
We're supposed to head to
We're supposed to capture them alive.
Bremerhaven, and capture them alive.
I will correct you real quick. He actually said go to Tossins and
Oh.
then meet them at Birminhaven.
Okay.
Go to Tossins, pick up
We're
some,
meeting the
pick up some
resistance?
We
cargo
don't have
that
any-
that are humans,
Yes.
and take the cargo
Birminhaven.
Did
to
they tell us
Birmingham.
how many?
No, I mean they didn't give you much of information beyond just flush out the resistance.
Resistance and Tossins.
So we're gonna have to do some detective work when we get there. We're gonna have to do some investigating.
Do we have any knowledge of said resistance? Or is the resistance just anybody who's against the
American.
Nazis?
That would be a little bit of a deep academics role if you want intelligence and academics.
Okay.
Okay.
I do not have any academics. I could do a 1. Nope.
2 successes.
2 successes.
0.
So you do know that there is definitely pockets of French resistance. Absolutely. You know, I mean, this is 1938, so there is just as much internal conflict and strife inside of Germany as there is across the oceans. So, in a weird way, Santiago kind of hit the nail on the head. Is that these must be some pretty intense resistance fighters in order to basically throw you guys at it. But it's presumably either a very large force or a very hard to find force is what's going on inside of here.
All right. Well, I'm going to keep rowing.
Keep the rowing.
If y'all want to take naps,
It's not a bad idea. Meta question: Is
I can keep rowing.
Mac, aka Jade, aka Trisha's character, with us?
No.
No, she's being held
That's
captive.
they're holding Mac. You didn't get that earlier when you said Mac? I met you a day
I
ago.
thought the guy was calling Mandy Mac.
No.
Oh.
They have Mac.
They have Mac and Mandy.
I thought this was part of your negotiation or something.
No.
Yeah, you were putting Mac's life on the line
They
too.
put hands on Mac.
They're holding Mac.
Still,
They put
Knife
hands
to the
on Mac.
throat.
Not yet.
Knife to the throat.
Knife to the yeah. That is there, and a gun to the head. They're holding.
I thought you were just being
Yeah, I thought you
very
were
risky.
being
You're like, I don't care about
cutthroat.
this guy. I met him a
Cutthroat.
day
Okay,
ago.
now I peed. Now I pee my pants.
Come on, man. We're not trying to weigh this boat down anymore.
They have Mac.
Off the side of the boat. Can you throw him off the side of the boat?
They have a friend, and they're gonna kill her. They're gonna hurt her.
Hey,
Keep it together, man.
keep it together.
I splashed water in his face.
You did the right thing and it worked
pee in
out.
that
There's
water.
nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. There's no problem. We just have to be. We had all the information. You were the only one without the information. So we're all set.
Sorry I slapped you numerous times.
It's okay. I miss Mac.
Don't apologize for that.
all
He
do.
deserved
Don't
it.
apologize.
all miss Mac. All right. Well,
So as you guys, is there anything you want to do on the dinghy as you continue to move forward?
we're changing into our civvies.
Civvies,
Yeah.
I'll change it to my
Skivvies.
Okay.
Skivvies first, then
into our
civvies.
skivvies, then into our
Skivvies
civvies.
Into your civvies as you continue to
row
row
to the cities.
into into the shore.
Oh shizzies.
4 shizzies on the shore rizzies with your civvies. My dizzies.
Dogs.
What's the town?
Great.
Wizzies, werewolves.
No.
My wizzies.
Tossins? Tossins and then Bermonshire?
It's Tossins. I'm gonna say Tassens.
Tossens.
Oh, I did TA too.
I was going real German
Tossens.
Tossins?
Tossins.
Yeah, we
Is it
got to
with
go
an
to
umlaut?
Tossins.
No umlaut.
Chocolate.
Tossens.
It's across the pond. I love Tossins.
Oh my. And hello to all of our German viewers
Are
out
we
there.
supposed to be in France?
Oh no, you're in Germany.
Okay.
You're in Germany, but there's definitely still pockets of resistance fighters, whether they're French, Hungarian, Swedish, whatever it may be,
Okay,
and
all right.
many of them may have even refuged into.
Because I was thinking battles of Normandy stuff, so I was confused.
Sure.
All right.
We're not quite there yet. 38.
Okay.
38.
Yeah.
This is like Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yep.
Okay.
This is not height of. This is right, basically when they're at their peak, right before stuff starts to go bad for
Not
them.
Captain America: The First Avenger yet. It's Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's where we're at.
I love that you're using movie reference to help with your timeline on it. It makes sense. That's how we know it.
Not years in history, but movie references.
Movie references.
Museum.
Sorry, history teachers in high school. Sorry.
I remember things because I watch them in movies. So as you row closer to the shore, the thing that surprises you the most is that you're rowing in the middle of the night, and out of nowhere you just feel land. Just yeah, dock instead of. It's so dark on this side of the shore near it is that you basically came across land without even realizing it. As you pull the boat up into the rocky gravel shoreline, you basically get into almost strict countryside. Like you go in there and you can see that the darkness of the horizon is accented by trees, but you're basically looking at a bunch of flatland. So, and it's flatland that, at least at this time of night, it's hard to tell, but definitely since as you're walking into the grass coming off of the gravel and the fact that it crunches so thickly underneath you, you can tell that the vegetation here isn't doing well.
Oh, wow. Do we see lights in the distance or Tossins?
Tossins.
Tossins? Or is it all farmland?
You can see that the area around you is you can see a couple of small glow of like what presumes to be either candlelight off in the distance, at least.
Like candlelight?
Yeah, like a single window illuminated by candlelight. And it's so dark that even that pierces through, as you can see, a small, it's hard to tell what size building, but at least a second-story building that's about, I don't know, call it
Is it coming from the second story?
1,000 feet away. It's hard to tell, but it definitely seems higher up, so presumably it would be second
Don't
story.
want to head that way?
Yeah, before we
Like real sneaky like.
Yeah, real sneaky. Before we
Super
go
sneaky.
though, are we going to hand over these resistance Americans to our German friends
Find out
at the
who
end
the
of this?
hell they are first.
Well, we got to come up with a plan.
We do because we've already got American blood on our hands. We gave up their location to the actual enemy, Nastasha. We thought we could trust her, but she just told everybody where they were and they killed them at the tree line.
We need to come up with a foolproof way to find these resistance fighters, deliver them at Bremerhaven to our enemies, but still ensure that they're going to live and somehow be able to escape. Does that mean that we go and we bust them out afterwards? Does that mean that we know the location of where they're going to be taken or what they're going to do with them, whether they're going to kill them or what? I don't know.
We can Chewbacca them. Pretend like we've got them. Star Wars exists
Yeah,
in our other timeline.
I don't know if I... Hang on a second. Give me a...
Put them in.
Come on. I am beginning to grow fatigue. Yes, Star Wars. That is familiar to me. I understand this reference. Let me try to convey it. Okay.
Just go, Charlie.
Sure, Star Wars. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Great.
we put them in fake
We
handcuffs.
Chewbacca them. Yeah.
Bring them in, Chewbacca style.
Yeah.
Last minute
Everything's fine. How are you?
attack.
Yeah.
Boom. Done. Take them out.
The problem is we do need to get our cargo back first, because otherwise they'll just shoot Mac right in the head.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if
we
they'll
can
kill
cross
him.
that bridge. We can cross that bridge when we get there. We could,
Right.
yeah, we could tell her to change real quick. They may not expect her to be a werewolf.
What's the matter, Friday? Just say it.
Come on, Becky.
Say the word.
Friday, come on, werewolf. There.
Werewolf.
Feels weird coming out my mouth.
Werewolf.
Channel that Friday energy.
Is our plan of attack to Chewbacca it? Is that what we're gonna go with so far?
I still don't follow
Look,
that.
we haven't even met these
I tapped
people.
into that other stuff.
All right, we haven't even met
Not
these
on
people
board with the
yet.
Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Either way, if they're resisting Nazis, they're all right by me.
We
Agreed.
can probably convince them pretty quickly that we're on their side.
True.
I don't think we want to do that. I think we want to convince them that we're the bad guys, get them over there, and then switch sides right then. Or do you want to let them in?
Let's
Let's
read the situation when we get there.
Let's see who these people are. I say if we trust them, we do the Chewbacca plan. If we don't trust them, we come up with another plan.
I think it's important for us to try to have the upper hand when we're dealing with this Hasselhoff
I
guy.
agree.
We have to try to have the upper hand before we go into any situation blinded.
That's right.
So, is the plan of action right now to at least find the resistance fighters?
Let's find the
first?
resistance. I'm not sold on telling them who we are.
Okay.
I'd like to
You
still
don't have to tell
pretend
them
that we're
who we are.
Nazis.
Okay.
Well, we're not going to be Nazis either way. We're in civvies right now. They said that.
Right.
I think the
abandon
plan
that.
is we have to pretend that we're.
If we pretend we're Nazis, they
Oh,
will
wait,
try and
sorry.
shoot us. They will.
So now we're pretending we're one of them and that we have to get them to a place?
yes.
For some reason.
Okay,
we are
okay.
attempting to deceive these people we are trying to find.
And I say,
Oh,
and I think if we check them out and we think they're cool, we let them in on it. I think
Alright.
they'd be in. I
Okay.
think they'd be into it.
yeah.
I don't know if they are these things bugged. Can they hear everything we're saying?
Oh, radio! We probably just killed ourselves.
No.
Are these things bugged?
Fuck.
I wouldn't tell you.
I mean,
If they were, they
1930,
I
weren't.
love you, Nastasia. I love you.
Oh, Nastasha's great, everybody.
Shit.
1938.
Well, there's shit.
And scene. I'm glad that our acting exercise went it. Well, now let's get back to the original.
Do I have any paper, parchment, or any rewriting utensils on
This is
me?
a standard. It's a standard. Your kit would definitely.
Like
I'm-
basic
Oh,
loadout.
no.
your basic
Morse code.
loadout, and I definitely assume that you would have a journal or something
So
with you.
I'm gonna pull out my journal. I'm gonna put it down on the ground in front of us,
Okay.
and I'm gonna signal to Samuel to give me a light. Does anybody have a flashlight? Is there any light nearby?
I'm
You're
gonna
all
lighter.
soldiers in World War II who smoke cigarettes. You all definitely have lighters.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, right when he's about to light it, right when he's about to click it, I go to cover the sound of the click.
Okay.
Oh, now we're being sneaky.
Yeah. I take out my pencil, and I start
I light a cigarette.
pointing to this, and I go, look, no matter what we do, they're gonna kill
Writing all
Mac.
this down.
They're gonna kill Mac. No.
In
But then
your
I start.
accent.
But then I start writing. I start writing at the same time as speaking.
Yeah.
I write the words. Read this. This is the plan.
Got it.
Underline plan.
Uh-huh.
As I'm saying, guys, I don't think that we can double cross these people. Honestly, I think that no matter what we do, they're gonna kill Mac, and we need him. All right. So, and maybe also Mandy, because Mandy's cool. But I think that we have.
Is Mandy cool?
We have no choice.
I think Mandy could have been part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
They've got us by the balls, then we need to get Mac back, and the only way to do that is to convince these people to come with us to Bremerhaven for whatever reason. And I'm underlining plan.
Uh-huh.
And then I hand it off to Samuel as I'm still like, so are we agreed that we need to. He can read it.
Yeah, you can read it. He's
Are we
shown it to
agreed that
them.
That's what we need to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in.
I check yes.
Yeah, these
Check
Nazis.
the box mark yes.
These.
Okay, so these guys are agreeing with me. Then I grab the journal back from Samuel and I go, and I write down the words, we need the upper hand, underline. We need a plan,
Right.
underline.
So you wrote, this is the plan.
We need a
We need the
plan.
upper hand. We need a plan?
Yes, but
Okay.
it's in the book.
Just to
and
be
it wasn't
clear.
spoken out loud.
He underlined some stuff too.
You literally said, this is the plan. We need a plan.
Are you
Yes.
writing all of this down?
Yes.
This is just, sorry, this is me being meta. I just want to make sure I
I
understand.
did do that.
Okay, good.
And then I'm gonna take the journal and I'm gonna hand it to you
Thank you.
and try to non-verbally ask for help. Help.
Hey guys, you guys want to go check out that light that we saw earlier?
Yeah, we're gonna go check it out.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. These Nazis seem like they are smart mothers, you know? Like, how are we gonna even ever deceive them? That was a good idea, but not the best one because they probably can see right
Yeah,
through us.
probably right.
And I'm writing down befriend your plan. Befriend the civilians. Get them to trust us and lead them into the trap.
And we're, yes.
Later, we decide how we take the Nazis down and save the civilians.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect.
And I'm giving.
Which that's what your plan was.
I'm giving Friday the okay. I'm giving Spino and Friday the okay here. This means okay. That's what that means. Military terms, that means okay.
I'd like to use my crazy amounts of stealth to investigate said light.
You'd like to get to the light. So you guys have managed to.
Everybody.
So just to recap real quick, you guys have managed to communicate verbally that you are on board with
What we're forced to do.
Koffenberg's plan. Not Koffenberg. You had me doing
Hasselhoff?
It had me doing Hasselhoff.
Hasselhoff?
Roman Tresselhoff.
Tresselhoff.
Yeah. At the same time, you've managed to write in your journals a more direct mean of communications for all of you.
Yes.
So that you can get out of this situation, hopefully without more blood on your hands.
Correct.
So you're gonna stealth your way up to that cottage.
Best believe.
All right, then do it. Dex and stealth.
All right.
Dex and stealth.
What do you guys? You have any other things you'd like to do while you're waiting for Samuel to go creep up there?
I'll do like a general exploration of the immediate area.
Immediate area, patrol around.
Yeah.
3, 1 exploder.
I'm just gonna see if I can see anything else in the distance. Anything else?
Anything else in the distance? Okay. So, Spino, you do notice that the area around you is. This is. It's not winter, and it's not summer. So I'm assuming this is probably around fall. You know, it's a nice time, and this is a very green area. This Germany, especially northern Germany, is supposed to be very fertile, very lush. And one of the things you notice is there's a lot of channels, a lot of irrigation channels. And while they're definitely not for a lack of water, the vegetation around you is decisively dead. And the trees look like it's in the dead of winter, but it's not that cold. Everything looks...
Maybe something went through there.
It looks like it looks like you're in the midst of a drought, but there's definitely water.
Oh.
And you managed to get up into the cottage
And back
See-
handsprings the entire way.
entire time.
Yep.
So you're like an Olympic gymnast in those civvy clothes. As you,
Yes.
how many successes did you get?
3.
3. Yes, 3 somersaults. One would say.
3 massive ones.
Right. As you land on the soft grass with not but a sound as the crunching happens, and you can hear nothing inside of the building.
Can I see inside of the building?
Well, have you decided to peer through any of the windows?
Yes.
Okay. They do have all their curtains drawn.
Damn, how am I seeing the light?
Seeing the light, which seems to have a glow from the second-story window.
Okay. Is there a way up there? Can I climb up there? We got a ladder,
Water spout.
perhaps some vines.
There seems to be enough foliage on the side of the building that you could use them as handholds to climb up the side of the building.
It's Europe.
I'd like to
It's
do
Europe.
that.
Beautiful.
Definitely.
I want to do that.
Okay. Make a dexterity plus athletics check for me, real
that.
quick.
Do I have any rations? I would like to eat something. I'm hungry while I'm waiting.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then my health meter goes.
And
One success.
the part of Santiago that is an art dealer who's used to having a good meal
Yes.
often enough is not impressed with these MREs. Yeah.
God, 19.
Mellish is going.
And
Oh my
19,
God,
yeah,
how does that work?
1938 MREs.
Is that just
too.
crackers then?
Yeah.
It's basically
A pack of mustard?
It's crackers and dried mustard. That's amazing.
Mellish is starving. He's like, oh my god, I'm so hungry.
Spoiled
Not so delish, is it?
This is awful. It is terrible. I'm so hungry.
So hungry. All right, Sam, aka
One success.
Winger. Winger, you managed to stealthily get up to the. You managed to get up to the second story window where the candle is lit, and the curtains do seem to be drawn to maybe allow for some fresh air to come in. And from what you can tell from peering on the side, it is a bedroom, and there seems to be somebody sitting at a drawing desk with a single candle illuminating as they are writing what seems to be on parchment. Very, very intent on their writing at the moment.
All right.
Oh.
I can't tell anything about this person.
It's a woman.
Okay.
She doesn't seem to be in a nightgown.
Can I smell anything familiar about her?
Fair enough. You don't have to even do familiar if you just want to
Smell
scent
anything?
her.
Yeah.
By all means, it's a. Let's. Do you have any rights or any specifics that would allow you to help on that you can pull from? Otherwise, it's just going to be wits plus composure. But if there's anything in particular that would help you with it,
Think.
and in the meantime,
Investigation, evasion, and stealth mainly is my things.
okay, fair enough. Then let's just do a wits plus composure on this one.
Pretty good.
Pretty
Either way.
basic wits plus composure check.
In the meantime, I've got an idea, guys.
What is it?
What if the way we get these resistance folk to come with us to Bermerhaven,
Tossin.
Bermerhaven, is if we tell them that the Nazis are after us and following us to this town, that
And we recruit their help. We
yeah,
enlist their help.
we need their help to get to Bermerhaven, where we know there's a safe haven.
That would be a good plan. To get the resistance fighters to Bermerhaven.
You speak into the collar. How many successes did you get?
None.
None. Damn it. The kind of overarching scent. One, you're not completely familiar with what you're able to do, and you're in your full human form, Hissel. So it's hard to tell anything, and more importantly, you're just kind of transfixed by the reality of your situation, in that you are climbing up the side of an an ivy plant onto the second floor of a building in northern Germany in the midst of pre-Normandy World War II.
Just all it's hitting me right now.
It's all hitting you right now.
Oh, man.
I mean, Sam, you did deliveries. You're a delivery guy.
Deliveries.
Deliveries.
Though. Like deliveries. Though.
Right. As part of this is exciting for you. It's intriguing. Like, this is a life. Your life was boring as fuck.
He showed up bloody to our
All right.
science.
Well, it may have not been
I
boring
was
but you
missing a
were
limb.
you were in a routine, and it was you also got your finger back.
That's a good point.
You know,
I
there's
did.
a finger
Pumped about
where
that.
it wasn't there before, and this is your element. You feel like there's a part of you that's like, I can't believe I'm doing this right now, and it's awesome.
It's where I belong.
So that kind of overwhelming your senses, you're not able to tell too much about her. other than that she is still furiously writing upon her parchment. You also hear the sound of a loud snap as start of the ivy start to crack underneath you.
No!
As the dried brush is starting to give out under your weight.
I push off of it and do a roll back so it's not to make too much noise.
Okay, so push back and
on
roll.
soft grass.
All right, so take a bashing and
Okay.
do a duck roll as you come out across the dried grass. That's along the side of the building. Let's
My
see.
bashing damage healed from earlier when I got punched.
Yeah, any of you, say for his bashing damage now, since you guys took an hour to get across the water, none of it would be around anymore. So, you can see as after a few seconds go by, you can see as the light of the candle is moving, and you can see as it's starting to get brighter as it appears someone is moving towards the window.
Blending.
You want to pop blending?
Then they can't. Could I get away in time for them not to see me by candlelight?
I mean, that's the two choices you have, I think, at this
I
point.
just rather probably pretty easily get away.
Roll blending, then. And then would you like to describe to me how you enact this rite? Presuming that you succeed. So,
Blending. What do I roll for blending?
it should have the dice pool.
2.
It should have. I don't. You have to tell me.
I
It should be
know.
on your character sheet.
I'll find it.
Just 2, not plus anything.
It would be a combination of.
Yeah, it'd have a
Sorry.
couple of skills, and then plus your primal urge usually.
I only saw the 1, 2 dots.
So
It's on page 139.
139. That totally helps. Blending 2 dots. Wits plus stealth plus cunning.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then I would write that down for future reference.
Okay. I don't have enough.
Versus
dots.
wits plus composure for me.
Wits.
No, you're doing wits plus stealth plus cunning. That's your total dice pool. Great.
Cunning is just the 2.
No, cunning is under.
Oh, there it is. 3. Okay, I need 2 more dice, please.
You got it.
Right here.
Thanks.
Never mind.
Sorry. Ow.
What did you get? Tell me you got something.
That one wasn't one. That one is one.
While he's doing that, I'm going to pose another idea that I have. What if
Floater.
I'm a wolf the whole time, and I'm like you guys' pet? I like it. Can I
successes.
telepathically communicate if I'm in my wolf pack?
No.
Can I communicate telepathically very simple things?
Maybe.
Okay. All right. Does that sound good to you guys?
What was it?
What if I'm in wolf form?
You won't be able to hear any of
Yeah,
this.
you
There are
tell-
several.
yeah.
There are several bit back, but I'm
I
presumably.
can hear it.
Yeah.
What if I'm in wolf form the entire time?
I think that might freak him out. I'm not sure.
Well, what if you guys just have a pet wolf? A dog that you found in the wild? I'm way stronger and I can perceive way more in that form.
But yeah, he went friggin' ape shit when he went full wolf.
No, he wasn't. You weren't full wolf, right?
Pull out my
went
journal,
Uh-huh.
and I write in the journal.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm just saying this out loud.
I write in the journal. Can the collars detect that? Question mark. And I really dot the dot in the question
Ooh,
mark.
well, the colors hurt us. Too.
Also, will
I
our
wanna-
necks
I wanna find out.
expand and
Right.
bust out of
You
these
won't.
things?
You won't remember. You're.
I know,
You're
I'm
still
just
against
thinking
the
now.
side of it.
I want to find
4
out.
successes.
Okay.
I vote for being a wolf. Being.
Okay. And if you ever want to, yeah.
I'll write down maybe it'll break the collar,
Ooh.
Yeah.
and then we would all do it, and then we'll be free.
But then they'd kill Mac.
Or
Well, we could still take the collar with us.
And not if it's broken. Then it didn't start beeping until after we
So
clicked
Sam,
it.
yeah.
since
Sorry, I'm not.
Yes.
You can't hear me.
Focus on the fact that you're not there.
Sorry.
And then I'll tell you that you blend perfectly. So would you like to describe to me how you make this moment happen as you watch a woman with a single candlelight peer out through her windowsill?
Well, I've just jumped off and rolled backwards,
Right.
and now, in order to blend, last time it just happened.
It just happened, but do you remember how it happened and what it looked like?
Just looked and I wasn't there.
Right.
Just blending in with everything. looks out the window and just sees a patch of grass.
Right.
Sees nothing.
So you literally, almost like Predator,
Disappear.
it reflects around you and you watch as nothing exists as you're around. This cool white, almost like someone cracked an egg over this top of your head as you feel this cold like feeling come across you as you are perfectly blended into the dried, dusty wasteland that's against you. And she takes 2 looks outside of it, shrugs, and turns back around to go inside of her room. So, would you like to go to full wolf?
Peeping Sam.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk to...
Oh, sorry.
Can I sprint back to them?
Okay, I'm gonna.
Your real life perception is like 0 right now.
I'd like to sprint back to them,
Okay.
Okay, so I haven't shifted yet.
if you want to.
Okay,
sprint back.
I haven't shifted yet, but I'm getting ready. I'm just getting set up.
And I'm still writing in the journal. Will the collars be affected? Question mark. Can they pick it up, the change, on their radio? Question mark. Because just metagaming, I got to imagine a wolf's neck is a little bit differently shaped than a human's neck. Is this like a
Right,
metal collar?
but it's not so tight across your neck that you can feel it. Like you definitely have a 2-finger give.
2-finger give.
It's still wolf,
Okay.
a werewolf.
And then I
Big.
write down, let's see.
And then I write down, this early? Question mark.
I write down.
What are they gonna do about it?
And then I, in all caps, kill Mac? Question mark.
They, no way.
They no way.
They, no way. I want to do it.
All right.
I really want to do it.
All right. So would you like to describe to me your transformation a little bit?
Okay, so, I guess I'm standing up and I go, and my shoulders hunch and fur kind of grows in areas where hair already is, and then I get bigger and my size grows and fur gets more and more, and then my claws start going, and then I get smaller, and then I hunker down on all fours and I'm yelling like and then I get even smaller, and then I look up and my teeth are bared and I'm on all 4 legs, and I'm a silver-backed.
Silver-backed mid-sized wolf.
Yeah.
And you look up.
But I kind of look nice too.
Oh, you do look exactly like a wolf, silver-backed. But what's your main fur color?
Oh yes, it's silver.
Silver. So you're all silver.
Oh well, let's see. More. Yeah. I guess all silver.
Right. Well, and the fact that you were a big man in
Yeah.
life before this kind of happened, you were definitely a full-sized wolf, like an alpha-looking wolf. But thankfully, the collar, since your size is actually smaller than what it would be as a human, the collar was not affected at all as far as
okay.
girth goes.
And it stays on my neck?
You felt it swell against your neck for a moment, but then it reduced, and now you actually has a lot of give on it. It's kind of dangling on your neck like a.
Can I get it off if I lean down? Will it just slide off?
It's not like they can have skin
Nope.
sensors or anything.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. It still dangles against your jawline.
Okay.
Pretty heavily. So, but
I
yeah,
can-
you're in full wolf form next to Hal now. So.
Okay.
And I just...
Wolf.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I write in
Oh,
my
I like
journal,
that.
good boy, and then underline it and hold it up.
I lick it.
Okay.
Great. You like the journal. It's
I
wet
look at the
now.
journal.
Wet journal.
Wet journal. So, Keller, I'm assuming managed to find the group pretty easily as you come back.
Yes.
Right.
Where is Becky? Why is there a wolf here?
And I say, I try to communicate me.
All right.
I put it together.
I hope these colors aren't bugged. I really hope.
Yeah, you definitely have a way to. This is your pack.
Okay, great.
Like they should know you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they would know who you are, but you won't be able to speak at all in this kind of form. So,
But telepathically communicate.
telepathically will probably not. It's mostly just going to be emotions.
Okay.
So,
Great. Oh, this will be fun.
There's a whole mess of dead stuff around here, yet there happens to be plentiful water. What if we asked your little buddy who just loves death so dang much, maybe see what's happening over here?
I was thinking about bringing him out.
But also, I wrote all that down.
Good. Duly noted.
But also,
Kalishma
asterisk.
ain't gonna be able to write to us. That's the only thing. He's not gonna be able to write on.
Run it by him first.
You know, as a result, that spirits don't need to speak to communicate.
Wait.
Oh, okay.
Yes. They do it because it's convenient for you.
And
How well do these things work in the GD Veil?
I was gonna say the way that they. In the veil?
In the Veil. In the spirit world.
The way that the spirit would communicate, we would just sort of hear it. Like,
Yes.
I don't think it's gonna be picked up on a radio if
No.
it's bugged.
Be in our minds.
Okay.
That's enough that you can
Yeah.
discern that much
Yeah.
just in your previous conversations with Kalishma. So
Okay. Well,
So what's up?
I'm gonna pull out the Kalishma totem and do my little hocus pocus and summon him.
All right. You watch as you enact the rite, and you see as the winged serpent slowly uncoils from his totem as he spreads his wings out in a bright rainbow-colored visage, which seems to be bright and beautiful even in this midnight gloom as he uncoils and looks around and turns to Spino. Spino! Why have you summoned me?
He can hear me if I just speak to him.
Yeah.
Or think. So
Yes.
let's pretend I'm thinking to him.
Yes. And so if you want him to directly
All
communicate with you, let me know. Or if you would like him to
He can
broadcast.
talk to the whole. He can broadcast to the whole group.
Okay.
Look around, man. There's death everywhere. This is your thing. Live into this.
Why is this all dead?
Do you not know that at any time you can pierce the veil and look for yourself? At what point did I become spirit binoculars for you?
All right, get rid of them. Let's cheers the veil then. All right, bye.
As you can see, there is famine everywhere here. It seems the minions of Mokurama are present even here. This whole land is dead. It's simply the first stage of what Mokurama would want inside of his place. First the plants die, then the humans. And you can see as he opens like a small window into the veil, and you can see through the darkness the pulsating blue light of what seems to be several flying creatures. And it's so... The veil on the other side still shocks you to even this day, but you can see that even in this time, this small portion of the night, it's even darker on the other side of the veil. But yet it's punctuated as almost by full moonlight. So while it's darker, it seems to have this resonant glow of energy that is defyingly eerie, and you can see as the uneven floor as pulses of tendrils of organic matter just kind of seem to be pulling out from the ground, as you can see these occasional dark bodies with blue light coming from the back of them, presumably, occasionally whisk by the portal. As you can see, it seems to be almost fireflies on the other side of the veil. And as the portal closes, you can hear Kalishma go back in. Now, does that answer your question?
What were those?
Famine. It's what it is, it's famine. If you look around you, you can see that they seem to be feeding on the land unchecked. Normally there would be great spirits to keep them, but apparently they come only occasionally, but they seem to be breeding in mass. Thanks only to Mokurama's check, I would assume. But has nothing on the other side to balance their constant feeding. They are completely unchecked on the other side of the veil.
I'm gonna mentally ask, how do we check them?
How do you check any beast that is currently overbreeding?
Kill it? Question mark.
Yep.
Of course, you idiot! You kill it!
Well, let's put him back.
What's your favorite thing about being a spirit?
Okay,
My
top
favorite thing about being a spirit is that I get to talk to you all the time.
That was sarcastic.
You know anything about that house over there?
Who's that lady in
lives
there?
there.
What's she writing down?
I
You do know.
I don't think
I can't read human scribble.
No.
Do you want me to go and find out what a human is doing?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
If you want to.
But don't hurt her. I will kill you.
Great spirits.
He is basically your servant right now. You basically kind of tell him what to do. It's pretty true.
He looks at you. He glares at you.
I would say spiritual partner. Eh?
If you want to be nice about it, but can you make him do that thing?
You can invoke
Check it
him.
out.
You can invoke him if you want, and basically give him a command, and he will very much tie to it. He may not like it, but he'll do it.
Just take mental screenshots and broadcast them to our minds.
Go investigate. The woman, the house, everything.
He watches. He swifts off
I guess-
into the night as he kind of,
Cool.
as he flips up, and you watch as he makes a dive around the side of the window and blinks out of existence. And
We're all just hanging out.
Can we ask him to just save Mac for us?
Oh, can we do that?
Is that possible?
Go save Matt.
Let's see what he does with this test first.
Hey,
do this in here?
Kalishma, can you go kill Adolf Hitler, please?
Oh my gosh, problem solved.
yeah, let's just ask a low level.
Kalishma, is it cool if you just go murder Adolf Hitler?
Thanks.
So it's been a few minutes, more than a few minutes. And you watch as he kind of slowly spins back, and he comes back and he projects an image into your mind of the woman who is barely finishing up writing, and it seems to be a letter to someone. But he did it at a distance that was a little too far away in order to read it really well. So you'd have to make like a
Felicia.
pretty
Do we
good
at
wits.
least get the signature on it? What she
Yeah.
signed her name as?
Yeah.
Natasha, no.
No. You can
Just
see
regular
that
Natasha.
it's
There's no Natasha.
is
to
signed. Oops. Stand by. While I tell you what it is signed as.
Dottie, for some reason.
Casper.
Casper.
it. She must be friendly.
Yep.
And a ghost.
Yeah, she's friendly.
So you see it.
But also, what can we roll to find out
Yeah,
what
what
the
can we
letter
roll?
says?
Wiz plus composure, if you can see in there, because it's tiny writing, and Kalishima decided that it was he's projecting you a mental image, but only kind of back and behind and over her shoulder, so it's difficult to read. It'd be the equivalent of you standing like 5 feet behind her.
I have a +4 perception.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, that scared me. Hi.
Hey, Dustin. We each got 2 successes.
Boom.
I got a
With plus
0.
composure.
Because I have a +4 perception, can I use that instead of one of
That's
them?
all about the nose.
That's
the
the
nose
nose.
knows when you're a wolf.
Okay, but can I still see as let's see
You can
normal
still
with
see,
the-
but you're not going to
read.
get those sweet ass bonuses.
I see. I also have 2.
All right. You can get the gist of the letter. It seems to be the mix between a request. It seems like someone's writing out for aid, request of aid.
Okay.
Or it's a request of aid, but it's also clearly a report of the bombing. So someone is basically writing out what happened, and that you
Can't make out who it's written to.
no.
She
You're not
doesn't
able
have
to.
like a rank or anything.
No, because Kalishima basically gave you the last 5 seconds of her writing, like finishing up the letter and then signing it is basically what you got. That 5-second clip, so to speak. And from what you can tell in it, it is a report of the bombing and then a request for aid.
Does the name Casper mean anything to me?
To you,
Sure, or any of us?
I would say intelligence plus academics.
Oh, Mac, where are you? In the meantime, I'm marking I'm marking this territory.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You're marking your territory?
Yeah.
Sweet.
2 successes, one exploder.
success as an exploder.
One success.
2 successes.
Two successes.
One exploder.
One exploder. 2 successes.
Yes.
Were there other boats when we landed?
No. Absolutely not.
Great question.
There was not any other boats. No, you doesn't mean anything to you, but she does seem to have a tattoo.
Do I recognize said tattoo?
Oh, God.
Ooh, where's
It's on her arm, and it does seem to be a series of numbers.
Okay, so she is
Oh.
a cool person.
So, that is...
Does it say BDNY?
What's that?
BDNY?
No, it does not. It's not. It's literally what you can tell is on. It's and it seems to be since she's not wearing like a nightgown. It's basically on. She has a short sleeve shirt, so that is rolled up at the moment, and you can see it as she's writing.
I write down
in my journal?
in the journal. I also
Okay.
have a journal
Right.
that I saw in the vision the tattoo that Jews are given in the camps.
Right.
So clearly she is not a threat.
This is the first time that you noticed too that she also had a shaved head.
Wow.
Yes.
So she escaped. Very likely.
What would you like to do?
I definitely marked like a smelling path to the dinghy from where we are.
Oh, okay.
That's
So you laid a trail, so to speak, the way that wolves do,
the way the wolves do.
right?
Well, at this point, I'd like to lead Friday to the door because Friday can definitely sense whether or not Casper is bueno or not. Pick up a scent.
We should all go.
We should, but we're all going, but you have a really good nose right now.
Yeah, I have a great nose. Nose for days.
So I show you a note as we stand next to the door. It's like, what vibes you getting?
Oh, okay. Are we going there?
We're right next. We're pretty close to it, right?
Okay,
Did she
yeah, let's
read
go
in wolf
up.
form?
Do you guys care?
One more time. Sorry, if you guys need my attention, just call me out with
Okay.
Ivan.
You
if
guys
you'd
like that idea?
Yeah.
Can she
smell what
read
she
in
smells
wolf
like?
form? Like
She can. She can read in wolf form.
I just say out loud, guys, is the plan to call upon her aid? And again, the plan was to say that we need to be taken to a safe place in Bremerhaven, or do we need people in Bremerhaven, or do we need some
Or
sort
meeting
of
people.
No.
Warning. I'll try to communicate. Warning.
We need to find the resistance here.
Right.
But
And
we're
take them to Birmingham.
we get them out by warning them that Nazis are on our trail, through this town, through every town.
Maybe even say that we're meeting reinforcements in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm communicating this very simply, but
We're saying stuff, you're nodding or
yeah,
shaking.
yeah.
Why would they join us to meet up with reinforcements? Why would they not stay here and protect their home if they're resistance fighters here resisting?
The Nazis could be.
We can pose as a part of a greater resistance force that will help them. As part of a greater resistance force.
And the Nazis know
Or
that
we
they're
could-
here.
And we could
And
say
they're
that,
sending a big force to come wipe
yeah,
them out.
that the force that's following us is like an overwhelming force. You gotta
They're
get out
after
of here.
them
You gotta get out of
specifically.
here.
Okay.
I mean, it's not the best plan, but I mean, look what we got to work
They didn't
with
give us a
here.
whole lot to go on at all.
And then I write in the journal, and I kind of point it to you guys, and especially Friday, I go, great, so after the smelling of the door, comma, should we have Friday hang back? Question mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
I can just tie a rope around a metal collar and be like, oh, that's our dog. All right. Okay. Throwing it out there.
Okay. So I'll be the stealthy fourth member. Okay. That's
Okay.
fun. I'll be the shadow.
So
let's go.
So what do you want to do?
We're gonna walk up to the door. I'm gonna sense all the things that are going on there using my nose, and then I'll disappear into the night, but not really.
And where's Kalishima right now?
Kalishima basically projected this image onto you and has taken his spot, bobbing and floating on the side of your shoulder. Still just kind of waiting.
Do I know if he can fight in the material world or not? The material realm?
That would be a knowledge check. Just do pure knowledge for that. Intelligence. I say knowledge when I mean intelligence.
Don't worry, I'm writing knowledge above it.
0 successes.
No, it's hard to tell. I mean, you don't recall it at this moment. That's not something Hal would know, and you're having a hard time pulling it out of Spino's memory.
Hey, Kalishima, can you
Oh yeah, just
fight
ask him.
in the real world here, in this side of the veil? Can you throw out a spell or something?
What? Are you feeling okay, Spino?
I'm kind of shell shocked. I've been hit by a lot of bullets, and this is war after all.
Yes, I know it's war, but your ineptitude of spirit knowledge ceases to amaze me every single day. No, I cannot. And even if I could, I would be of little use in my debilitated state. As you remember, I am now simply a... forgot the term.
Like, what would it take for you to be nice to us, though?
If you would release me from your bonds and let me...
You said that's not a cool thing until there's a bunch of death everywhere, and we're working on that for you.
I feed on death the way that death feeds on death.
Yes, I know.
I know. I know.
You've said this
I am
multiple
now
times.
simply a
Answering my question.
gaffling. I was once a great Incarni, but now you've reduced me to this simple little gaffling form.
Okay, just checking. Want to know what I had in my arsenal, so.
Well,
Thanks for answering the question.
I seem to be, as you put it, a good lapdog for you. But if it comes to fighting, I think that you hold the skills necessary. One who brings balance to the veil. With that, he doesn't blink out of existence. He backs and rotates himself
Back
around
into the
his
totem.
totem, and you watch as his serpentine form hardens back into wood as the totem
I say good riddance.
becomes whole.
At least we're learning more about him.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
And then I write down, and if this is bugged, they're not going to know what the hell's going on. Although I guess they didn't hear that because that was all mental.
Yeah, it was all
talk,
mental.
talk.
Great.
Are we at the door now?
Yeah, for
Yes. So I'm assuming you're all coming up to the door in order to knock on it.
Yes.
Not knock on it. We're smelling.
Very
We're
quietly.
Smelling first.
I'm smelling.
Smelling first.
Then we're
Now
gonna
you
send our
get to
wolf
do
ally away.
that. Let's do wits plus perception,
Great.
or wits plus. Yeah, because you have perception. now,
Perception
right?
as a wolf, I have, yeah. And that is plenty.
So it's wits plus composure plus your 4.
Oh.
Yeah.
Great.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, you serious? Still.
Need a Benny?
No, just I have only 2. I can't believe it.
By the way, I haven't heard. If I'm getting subs, I actually am not aware of it at the moment. But I assure you that if we do get subs, I'll be putting bennies in for you guys to reroll.
Do we know?
I haven't been able to see one in yet. But I'll let you know if I see one.
Okay.
Great.
So two smell successing.
2 unsuccesses.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it definitely has this feeling of. It's very homey. but you can also tell it's 1930s. It has a very musky smell that is pungent with lamp oil and candle wax. You know, there seems to be a lot of use of nighttime lighting inside of this place from the smell of lamp oil and candle wax that you can perceive. It also seems to be very stale. There's nothing fresh at all about this home. It doesn't smell like, it doesn't smell very plentiful, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
It smells like old, decayed building that is filled with stale scents everywhere.
Okay, I'm gonna communicate.
But you can tell that there are more people living here than just one. You can recognize several different scents.
How many we talking?
Okay.
That's hard to tell.
I'm going to try to communicate to you guys this. Basically, I paw the note and kind of point like as if she's this is a house of letters. There are lots of letters being written, maybe even a courier. And then I'll let you know. I'll like roll over on my back to communicate how much death there is, death and staleness. Okay. And then last but not least, I'll pounce on each one of you to let you know that there are several people there.
Do we understand any of that?
What I've gathered is that there's several people in there.
I will roll for it.
Okay.
Yeah, you get it.
Okay.
It's, you know, it's weird, but you can pick up the emotions of the fact that there are multiple people here and that it does not smell. Thank you. We have had 3 subs so far. Yeah, that's great. So 3 bennies for you, gang.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you, subs.
That's a
Thank
pretty
you so
impressive
much.
amount.
Lego for you, man.
Yay, Lego!
Nice.
Oh, I forgot to.
I have the power.
Wait,
I
what?
don't think that's how it
The
works.
Lego power. What's
Is
up?
it a
That's
Lego
nice.
head?
When I was at Otakon, there were a few people that approached me that have watched Foreververse, and when I was playing my concert, someone did yell out, "We love you, Garthok,"
Sweet.
which is my character on
CR.
Critical Role. So people are out there. People are out there watching.
Well, we really appreciate anyone who wants to join in our journey and adventure with us. I feel it's great, you know, and I personally am enjoying doing this little.
I plugged it at my panel too, so
Boom.
who knows? Maybe those 3 are from the convention. I don't know.
That'd be great.
We got 8 of these little bennies right now in our Pugmire bowl,
Yeah,
which means we can re-roll
yeah.
if we want to burn one of these.
You want to burn one, and you're
Time you
definitely
subscribe.
amassing a collection.
So guys, we got 8.
And what I like even more is that on the flip side of that, it has everybody's name on it. So
Oh yeah, it's
cool.
Not everybody's.
No,
Actually,
no.
everyone that's here right now,
Yes,
technically,
true.
I know we have to get Trish onto there now too.
we do. Fire up the kiln.
Bring it back. So you do smell multiple people in there. You've managed to communicate to your troop effectively in wolf form.
Great.
As
Cheekbone,
what is going on here.
What?
That sounds familiar.
I mean,
Friday.
Friday. Should we knock?
Okay, I'm gonna go and hide in the darkness.
Around the corner. Okay.
Yeah.
Knocked.
You watch as you hear the first knock, and upstairs you see immediately the candles blown out. And it goes still.
Can I want to see. My perception, my scent is all over this house. I want to make sure that she hasn't left or if
You
she's
can
not leaving
start
through
to
the house.
hear muffled whispers. Just you.
Okay.
Hope in full wolf form. You can start to hear muffled whispers of people anxiously trying to talk to each other in rapid German,
Oh,
as
okay.
quick as they can.
Upstairs.
In the main room. So
I cannot hear.
no.
Okay.
At the moment, none of you can.
Winger, you know, if they do answer the door, I think you're gonna need to do the talking.
Probably correct.
Can I try knocking with an SOS?
Do they know Morse code?
Never know.
Shot in the dark for if that's a code resistance fighter.
They
code.
might have a military person in there.
So a few more seconds go by, another 10 or 15 seconds. Are you going to do it again?
Oh,
You can start to hear at that moment when he's doing that you can the whispers are getting a little more frantic, as if there's now an argument between people that's going on inside of the main room.
okay.
You can finally hear as one of them is starting to elevate, and now you can hear, at least for a single moment, someone yelling, not yelling, but raising their voice beyond the whisper. So
I'm gonna.
What did
try
he
to-
say?
as everything goes quiet, make a wits plus composure roll to see if you can make it out. What were you gonna say, Hope?
I'm gonna act like an enemy to get you guys. I'm gonna act like an enemy dog to get you guys in the house, maybe, as a, like you're scared of me.
Whoa. What did you hear, Sam?
4 successes, 1 exploder.
Nice.
Okay. All right. You can distinctly hear as he raised your voice. You can hear someone yelling in German, like, "But they need help. What if they need help?"
Oh, that's when I go.
Knocking on the
It's
door a
very
bit more
scary.
frantically
Okay.
to build up
The emotion of it a little
Yeah,
bit.
very obvious threat outside.
Okay. You hear as like someone is now running to the door, and you watch as the door first swings open wide, but then on second thought they close it and put a crack in between there. Goes, "Who is there? What is going? Don't you know what hour it is?"
Please, we're Americans. We're not German. We're not Nazis. We're Americans, and we need help. We're being chased right now. We're American soldiers. We're part of the resistance.
There's a wolf out here.
They look at you as you're speaking in English, and they shake their head.
I relay all of this in German.
Okay.
And they're like, and you watch as the person is trying to look behind you as much as they can to kind of see what's out in the middle of the darkness. And you can watch as the wheels, and she looks behind her. It's another woman, but it's a much more homey looking German
I
woman.
appear behind them in full wolf form with my teeth bared.
All right, and
growling.
she flips open the door and starts grabbing all 3 of you to pull you inside, and slams the door and locks the chain.
It works.
What's that out there? I've never seen wolves in these parts.
I don't know, came out of nowhere.
Danke.
My God, are you all right?
Yeah.
That thing was huge. I've never seen such a wolf that big.
Yeah, it's best not to think about it too much. Tell him it's best not to think about it too much about the size of that wolf. It was super big. We were all scared.
Yeah.
We were all scared.
Crazy.
Crazy. We were so scared of that regular
Oh, my.
sized wolf.
Well, you can watch as she's looking around, and you can see a timid-looking man with a long mustache that connects to his sideburns as he's sitting there with a pitchfork. He's not holding it in a terrified way. He's just kind of holding it with a very guarded look at all 3 of you at the moment. As he speaks up and goes, "Why are you out here in the countryside?"
We're here to join the resistance.
Who said the via? What resistance? What are you talking about?
We are the resistance, yeah.
There's no resistance here. We are simple farmers.
Why are you holding a pitchfork?
Seems like a pretty farmer thing to do.
But like,
That actually does seem.
I'm gonna take my pitchfork inside
It
my
sounds
house
like he's
with me.
reinforcing his.
Yeah. Protecting his home. Tell him,
Inside of his house, a pitchfork.
Winger, tell him that we're looking
This is
for
a
the
valid
resistance.
question.
We're looking for the. Sometimes
We're
we gotta-
looking to join up with our friends in the resistance.
Can you help us?
Can you help us? Do you know of this resistance?
You're our only hope.
You are our only hope.
You
Please
would-
help us. You're our only
this
hope.
is a persuasion, so
Which I've got.
presence plus persuasion in this circumstances.
Presents. Much.
Come on, Winger.
Ooh, that's what they call the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yar. 3 successes, 1 exploder.
Ooh.
Nice. Pretty
Damn.
great.
All right. Well, yeah, that made it. Great. So now, guys, if you are to hear a wolf howl at any point, that would mean that we have a new subscriber,
All right.
and then you will actually get a Benny. So
Yay.
for people out there who may still are considering subscribing to our wonderful game here, as our players continue to explore the depths of what they're dealing with at the moment, you hear a wolf howl, we will be putting a Benny in the pot for these guys to reroll.
Nice. If there's a wolf howl, you're gonna get one of these. Wolf pack.
How do we hiss that?
Again, ready?
Yeah.
Wolf pack.
I want to know why you hiss too. I get it. I mean, it's intimidating. So
I think we keep.
Should we just howl? Why don't we just howl?
I don't. If it ain't broke, don't fix
The
it.
hiss.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No, it's
the
doing
hiss.
good.
It's all about the hiss.
Like Kessler are sworn in.
So to get back to our story, you can see as the woman who is clearly you can see that there's so much hope.
The
in
letter
her
writer?
eyes.
Was she the letter writer too?
She's not the letter writer.
Ooh.
You can see that there is so much hope in her eyes as she looks to you and is like, as she starts speaking in German to her husband. Darling, don't you see these are Americans? We are finally getting the help we need in order to fight back the Germans. And he responds. He is arguing back with his wife. No, I don't trust these folks. And besides, what are we going to do anyway? The entire farm is dead, and how are we supposed to fight if we have no food? We can't even feed ourselves, let alone 3 more refugees.
We can help save your farm.
He looks and he goes, how? How can you help us with our farms? We've been living in a ceaseless drought. I can't get a damn thing to grow out there, for all it's worth, and I've got plenty of food. I've fertilized the entire thing. It's almost as if the damn Nazis salted the damn thing.
I tell you to tell them, we know of a delivery that's gonna take place to Birmingham, where there's gonna be nothing but supplies and food that we can hijack and bring back to here. But we need more help. We need resistance help. What do you think?
That's good. I relay. I'll look at you guys to see what you think.
And then
Or I'll look at-
there's a wolf in the window outside.
Yeah.
We're like, your boy.
And so you relay it all
Yes.
to go back. He seems taken aback by some. How do you know of this information, this supply route? As he starts coming up closer with his pitchfork next to his wife, who seems ready to believe anything that you say at this point.
We got it from a German soldier that we killed. We got the information.
We received intel from a German soldier.
Look, I don't know who you are. I don't even know if you are actually Americans. But I will tell you that we are not resistance. We don't know of any resistance. We are just simple farmers who are trying to make a living in our currently parched and dead land. And the best that I can do is give you shelter for the night in the barn, but I don't have any food to feed you.
We're not asking for food.
No, you're asking me to go out and help a war that I cannot help. I can barely feed my wife and myself here. And why would I go out to fight with you to go get supplies that I don't even know are real?
Look. I'm an American. Look. We just need help. We're just asking for a direction. Point us in the right direction. Look, I got a box of Cracker Jacks here, and here's my my baseball cards, and this is about as American as it gets. Look.
You watch
I just need your help.
as he picks up the crackers.
I hold up my
As
dog
he
tag.
literally grabs them, and you can see his wife is holding the crackers and just starts shoving them into her mouth as much as she possibly can.
starving.
And you watch as the man takes the crackers and from her and just basically tries to get it back, and he goes, "No, we're not taking charity. We are not just taking charity from a bunch of Americans. They clearly want us to go out and die for them."
No. Tell them we just need a direction. We just need
We just need to know where to go. You don't even have to come with us.
Okay, I'm gonna turn back into human form and knock on the door.
Cool. You watch as she goes, "Did you you lured the Nazis here? This is what you
I
did."
pull out my gun.
And I'm yelling.
I'll answer.
Guys,
What's up, militia?
guys,
What's up, militia?
guys.
Spino, get that door. That's one of our soldiers. That's
I
us.
go to the door. Open it up.
You watch as both of the farmers, now terrified, start to back up out of the main room.
Delish, it's me. You gotta let me in.
It's Friday. Spino, get that door, bud. It's Friday.
I open the door. Come on, get in.
Open the door.
Get in.
Okay, I get
Becky,
in.
you're alive.
Hey, it's Friday. Hi, I'm Friday. Tell him I'm Friday.
This here's Becky.
Who are you?
Is that what you said? Did you say Friday?
Yeah, I definitely said
Okay.
Friday. Fruitog.
You're clearly not just Americans. Are you soldiers? What are you even doing here? Why are you coming to our house?
We are.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we are soldiers, and there's a Nazi army headed right for this town.
That's persuasion plus intimidation on that. Intimidation or persuasion,
Just
whatever's
Ooh,
better.
I've got intimidation, or persuasion. Okay, and then both of them, or
One more time.
sorry, what do I roll?
So you can do presence,
Okay.
all right, plus either intimidation or persuasion, whichever you're better at.
Okay. One success.
One success. You see as the woman starts breaking down as she crawls into a little ball and just starts weeping as the man goes, Why? No, we've done everything we can. The crops are dead. We have no food to give them.
They know of the resistance.
But we're not
It
resistance.
doesn't
You
matter.
know of the resistance.
We can
as
take
well,
you somewhere safe. We,
Oh no. You watch as the man.
there's nothing
wife
for
up.
you here.
It's like, no, it's okay, sweetie, no.
You told us your land is dead.
Sits down and look. I would rather this home. This home has been in my family for 3 generations. I have tilled this land for as long as I can remember, since my father could let me go outside and farm with him, and I would rather die home than go out and leave what my legacy has created.
Then tell us where
Your
to
legacy ain't gonna amount to
I don't
shit.
know. You coming in here and telling me that I need to go with you somewhere, but I don't know where you want to go.
I storm up the stairs.
Storm up the stairs. Okay, you run up the stairs. No, don't go up there. As they watch as the woman running up the stairs grabs you by the coat and just starts trying to drag you down
No way,
the
man.
entire time.
I'm 250 pounds. There's
Right.
No way
So
she can
you
do that.
you walk with her as she continues
I
to.
drag her along with me.
Okay.
She's got her
Don't
arms.
hurt her.
She's
Don't
got her.
hurt her.
I'm not, but she's got her arms around my waist. and
Right.
I'm just like, okay.
What are you 3 doing?
I'm like
This escalated
completely
quickly.
shocked.
I'm right behind
We
her.
don't have
I'm
time.
going up the stairs.
Okay. Sam and Santiago.
I'm just like looking around. She's not usually like this.
He.
He's not usually like this. Oh my god. It's been a long night.
Yeah, it's confusing. So you walk upstairs and you check each one of the rooms, and there's nobody in any of the rooms.
What about letters? I'm looking
What?
for letters.
No letters, no parchment.
There's nothing up there? Why are they trying to
Nothing
keep us
up
from going
there.
up there?
So she's dragging you down. She's like, no,
Can
please
I search for secret
don't.
rooms or passages?
By all means, with some composure, she goes like, no, please don't shove us away from
What's
our
that check?
homes.
What's that check?
With plus composure.
Okay, got it.
Don't shove us away from our homes. There's nothing. We've got nothing left. Just please let us die in peace. In our homes.
2 successes.
1 success.
2 successes, 1 success. As you're looking around for whatever secret passage is something, you do notice that there does seem to be a small panel in the roof that could lead to an attic.
Great.
I start pulling at it, seeing if I can open it.
Okay. You start pushing it up and lifting it up to the sides, and you feel a sharp bite as you pull your hand back and see a large ring of blood take lethal damage. As a deep cut is cut along the side of your
Who is
your
that?
arm.
How much? Just one?
Just one lethal damage.
What do you have in there, ma'am?
No, please, just leave him alone.
I
this
said,
point,
what
I
do you
pull out
have
my-
in there?
I
There's
pull out my
nothing.
rifle.
There's nothing. She just starts sobbing as she loses her grip along your waist and just starts crumbling into a pile below you. So as you bleed,
Hell, man.
I hear
Spino,
him
you
and
alright?
run up.
Get up
stairs
here.
with him. Okay, we both come up the stairs.
all right. And you, as you come up the stairs,
The fuck happened to your arm?
Found a secret attic thing, and I don't know, something cut me or something.
Guys, what if they're not resistance? What if they're just trying to hide their people? What if they're just farmers?
You saw the
What the
letters.
fuck did you do to his arm though?
You saw the letters.
What happened? Did you cut yourself?
You guys
What
hear a
happened?
primal scream as a man, you're just enraged, "Ah!" as he kicks the door open with his pitchfork and just charges straight for one of you. Who's he gonna charge for?
I deflect him easily.
Yeah, I want to dodge him and not
You
do
say,
anything lethal.
and go straight for you, Hal.
Okay.
So,
Can I try to dodge out of the way or
Yep.
subdue him in some
yeah,
way?
you can, either one. Which one would you rather? Subdue him or get out of the way?
I want to try to subdue him. He's an old man with a pitchfork.
Okay, so this would be dexterity plus brawl.
Plus what?
Plus brawl.
Yeah, I got some brawl.
Yeah, you do.
Two.
Nice.
Ooh, exploder. 2 successes. Let me roll for the exploder. 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay.
Plus an exploder.
So as he charges for you, he gets you by surprise as he goes, "Ah!" and he takes the pitchfork and it just goes straight for your gut.
Man!
You manage to
I'm gut.
grab a hold of the pitchfork by its handle.
Okay.
As you're coming down, and you watch as like it's inches away
Nice.
from your belly as you're basically pushing it as he's pushing it, and you're doing a tug of war with a sharp pitchfork inches away from your
Sit
gut.
down, old man. Come
Put my
on.
silence pistol to his head, and I said, "I set that down, old man."
Drops it immediately and puts his hands up and goes,
Now, what the fuck do you have up there?
Who's up there?
you watch as the man is just terrified as he neglects to speak, and you watch as a woman yells from on top of the attic, "Stop, that's enough!" As you watch as a small body starts to climb out from the top of the attic, as she climbs down and drops down to the floor and goes, "Don't hurt them, please. They're just trying to hide me." As she starts coming around and goes, "I'll go with you, fine, just don't hurt them."
Who are you?
"Who are you? Why are you barging into people's houses?"
She's speaking in English?
She's speaking in English.
This is a girl.
And
This is a woman. with-
American accent?
Not an
The one
American
we saw in
accent.
the vision from Kalishima?
Yes, the one who was writing the letters.
Got it.
Shaved head. You can see she managed to transition into. She's wearing the same clothes, but the arms have been rolled down.
I step forward
She's
very
buckled in.
calmly and I ask, "Are you resistance?"
What do you think?
Yes.
Do I look like I'm supposed to be here? I'm hiding in the attic, of course. Of course. Everyone here is fighting the Nazis in one way or another.
I pull out my little golden star and I say, "I think it would be really foolish of you to try to get back into something that you got out of. Are you telling us that you're resistance?"
She watches her eyes dance back and forth, but she's clearly looking at your Star of David as she nods ever so slightly.
You're a very brave girl.
Who are you?
We're part of the resistance too. From a different town. And we have come to warn this resistance that Nazis are on their way.
Why haven't I heard of this? We have people watching Wilhelmshaven all the time.
This goes above Wilhelmshaven.
Oh my God, I thought they would just ignore this area. It's so dead.
It's precisely where they want it. Because everybody would think that the rest of the world would ignore this area, but not the goddamn good old US of A,
They know something's
which
here.
is why we're here, and we want to make sure that you're safe. So if you want to stay here, that's fine, but you gotta let us know where the rest of the resistance is and where we can
We've
meet.
got to let them know. We've got to let them know that they're coming so we can... How much time do we have?
Not a lot of
Not
time.
a lot.
Half a day.
You coming with us?
At most.
I can't go outside. They'll know. I mean, even if I walk into town, which is about half a mile or so from here, there's no way that I'm going to be able to stick out. The guards will just pick me right up.
Right.
Tell us where to go.
Oh my gosh. I huddle and I say, guys, what if I turn it? Oh yeah. I write down. I'm going to turn into wolf form, shave my shoulder,
They've asked no questions about these colors.
and make a wig for her.
We've got oh my god, we've got turtlenecks.
Got turtlenecks
Just-
on.
You've
That
all got
is a
terminal.
bad idea.
No, it's not.
She can just tell us where to go.
But she's scared of being recognized. Give her a silver fucking wig.
Give us a second, little girl. Hang on 1 second, little girl. Just sit tight.
I think
just
this
real
is a
quick.
great idea. And
Is
it
it a
comes
great
at
idea?
0, giving her a wig off of my shoulder.
You're just gonna fashion a wig.
Somebody is.
I write down this question. Do you think that they want her underlined? Question mark. And then I go, or another group / member.
She seems like a lone wolf. No pun intended.
What if I reveal that I know who she is, or I know her name, and I knew that she was writing a letter?
Try it.
Regardless of what you do, I think making a wig would be a great idea. So whatever.
I
I'm
think the
turning.
rest of us
I'm gonna.
disagree.
Like if Friday wants to make a wig,
Shave my shoulder.
go for it.
We're like standing in this dark house.
Just like,
yeah.
oh, I've got to go to the bathroom,
pack-
and just leaves and comes
passing-
back. Look what I found.
passing back and forth like this journal and just scribbling.
Okay. Will you do it? Please.
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's a
Sam.
no-go.
I'm asking, do we need to make a wig to bring her with us,
Or
do
just
we wanna
find a
keep
hat.
her safe here?
Wait, I want to make a wig.
Like a hooded
I
cloak?
think that would be a really great idea. She's scared of being noticed and recognized.
She's not coming with us, right?
That's what I'm
She doesn't
asking.
need to come with us.
No, she can just tell us where this resistance is. She can hang out in her attic. She can keep slicing people's hands off.
Well, then, in a good faith gesture, I want to make her a wig.
You can do that while we're going to the resistance fighter, and you can come back.
Well, I
would
can't
like
shave
to
myself is the
bestow-
only thing.
See, both of us would have to go.
All right, so
make
come
a
with me.
wig.
And...
Do you guys want to step outside real quick? Friday, do you have to pee real bad?
I'm gonna go make sure Friday pees.
Thank you, is what I say.
So, little girl,
They're gone.
I'm rolling my
They're
eyes.
gone?
The whole room is empty
We
as
were
you guys
in
turn
the
around.
house.
Yeah, they were in the house, and when you guys were in your huddle,
All
they
in the house as
snuck
well,
out.
right? But they're downstairs. Are we upstairs still?
I
and they're
told her to
downstairs.
hang on a second. I
Yeah.
told her to hang on.
Yeah, she
I
didn't
feel like
hang
some
on.
of our wolf sentences.
So did they go downstairs, or
notice
they
that they
just
were
like
leaving.
gone? They left the house.
As you run downstairs to see where
do
they're at, you
call
can
it
see
a
the back
harebrained
door
idea?
Oh my
is
They left.
is
We're
half
idiots.
cocked open. So
Do we need to roll to see how far away they went?
you can
Fucking
track them.
wig.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you want.
let's track them. Let's track them.
You know what? Screw them. We got a sniff of the. We know what the resistance smells like now. She's a part of them. Let's find the rest of them.
This smells like.
Okay.
Can be.
What are you guys doing?
Yes, I want to turn back into wolf form
We're
and
chasing after them.
and track.
Okay, so it takes a round for you to change back into wolf form, but you revert immediately back into wolf form. Your clothes barely hanging off you
Okay.
as you bolt out through the door. How about the three of you? Go ahead and make wits plus perception.
Yeah.
Oh, that was frightening, but yay!
Subscriber.
Perfect.
Too scary.
That was very terrifying.
Awesome. Thank you.
I liked it. I liked it though. Oh.
Thank you, Elite Johnny.
Elite Johnny. Oh yeah, sorry, Wolfpack.
Awesome.
Did it in the wrong order.
We
So
did
you're
it-
up.
We did it bad that
Full
time.
fours, out the door, wits plus composure plus your perception. What are you three doing?
I'm just tracking them in here.
Tagging along.
Human form? Just running by? Okay.
Yeah.
So there's wits plus composure for you guys then.
Four successes.
Successes?
Three successes.
One success.
Okay. So, Hope, in your form,
Yes, Uran.
Uran form, you bolt through the crispy grass as you start to notice that the pre-light part of dawn is starting to come. It's been almost a full day.
Wow.
At this point, as you start to bound through the grass, and you can see they didn't get very far, 500 feet or so, and you can see they're trying to run for the tree line.
Cut them off.
As you're sprinting and bounding through, and you pace them easily and get right next to them as they're about into the tree
I may
line.
not want to do that actually. I just want to make sure I know where they're going. Yeah, I don't want
Okay.
to scare them, or I'm gonna try to. If I'm, I don't. If I get within distance, then I'm gonna go into stealth mode and just
And start creeping.
start creeping.
Okay. You can see as they look, as you get close enough, you can see as they're both starting to look behind them as they're just sprinting straight for the forest. As they as they actually get to the tree line, you can see they stop to breathe for a moment. It takes you a little longer, about double the time, to catch up to her. And at that point, you're basically along the tree line while they take a breath. And you can see they start looking around, and they're having a hard time telling what's around, but they start picking up the pace and start heading into the forest as well. So,
Okay, are we all together now?
well, they're about 100 feet behind you.
Okay, I'm gonna go in after them.
Okay, into the woods.
Yeah.
All right.
But I can come back
Into
and
the
forth.
woods.
Okay, and you three?
Same.
Same. All right,
Falling
make
into
another
the woods.
wits plus composure plus perception to track them in the woods.
All of us.
Files.
Here we go.
Yeah, all of you to make sure you keep track of her, but the one that's important is for her at the moment since she's tracking them.
You said wit plus composure plus what?
For her perception,
Got it.
because she
Well, that's the
has
thing. It's just wits plus composure.
Just 3 this time.
3. Okay. You do track them easily
Okay.
through the woods, and you can keep pacing on them. In fact, you can almost get to the side of them and pace them
Oh, great.
along the side without too much difficulty.
Okay. I also have survival leaves,
Survival what? Leaves. That's right. We talked about
which is like
leaves.
forest, but
I'm running alongside
I got pretty good dice pool anyway.
Winger, and I ask him, should you call out her name? Should you call out her name to get her attention, to get her to come back?
I don't know. Should she be tracking them? Probably.
You
Probably
can
need
feel
to
as
keep
the
track of them.
as the wind starts to pick up.
How
And-
can we see them pretty well now?
You can't. She can.
Okay.
Her night vision's a lot better than you, but you can see her.
We can see her.
Yes. And in fact, as you start to go alongside of them, Hope, and you can see as they're running across, you start to hear the sounds of howling in the distance. So,
Oh wow.
Just
as
one.
you can start to smell that wolves are coming or are close, and in fact, you're not the only one tracking this group at the moment.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try to communicate that to my group.
They're still about 100 feet behind you, and they're actually losing time because you can move through the forest a little bit better than them. They're still a little bit behind you.
Okay. I want to try to communicate to you guys to shift into wolf form. So I'm gonna just silently
Like
bark.
full on wolf.
Yeah.
Ah, jeez.
Morphing montage.
Morphing montage.
We're on moment.
Oh my gosh. Whoa! Yeah! These people must be terrified, surrounded by wolves on both
Yeah.
sides.
What's
So-
so for you?
Now there are,
Black.
as you get closer, you can start to see as a
Put it over your
group
face.
of 5 wolves are starting to come from the other side, cutting them off in front.
Not today.
As you watch as a bunch of as they stop and as they're starting to try to like take their breath, you can all 3 of them are panting. As you watch as 5 very, very thin and straggled looking wolves.
Don't stand a chance.
Out!
They're not even. So they're like real wolves.
They're real wolves.
They just said that there weren't any wolves around there. Okay.
They didn't. There
This
there
is
weren't
weird.
Until we came
This
along.
is strange.
Oh, they are. They're
Let's-
normal wolves.
Yeah.
So I wanna get right behind them, so that they're terrified of us,
All of our.
and then
teeth are-
charge right past them very cinematically, where they think that I'm heading right for them, but
Yeah.
very cinematically charge right past
Like they're all
them.
crouched down and we jump over them.
Okay. That's great. All right, so
Well, yeah, I want them to like close their eyes
They're
like
cowering
this, and then
together.
to go turn, and then we're fighting the other wolves, and they're like, "What the fuck? My mind just blew.
perfect.
And that's what they're all doing.
My
And
mind just whoa."
You watch as the three people who are huddled into a group as 9 wolves surround them, looking back and forth between the wolves, and they start to like curl up, and you can see the man with his pitchfork is still looking across, and when one of his backs turned towards the straggled wolves, you see as all 4 of you charge and run right by them as they look bedraggled and terrified as wolves run by them, as you leap and hop onto the wolves onto the other side.
How
and
cool!
tackle them down to the ground.
ripping
Yeah.
jugulars.
Ripping jugulars. Everyone got a sneak attack on this -1, so
Yeah.
feel free to make an athletics plus brawl. Make sure to use your form bonuses as well too.
Oh, right.
Then after that, let's roll initiative.
Athletics plus.
All right, my athletics plus brawl is 0 plus 0, so that's -2.
-2, but then do you have any bonuses for your wolf form?
Oh.
For initiative or
No.
Yeah, which one would it be? Speed.
Urhan?
Urhan, which is full wolf.
I know, but which bonuses would we use?
So you have +2 defense. You have +2 dexterity. So this is again strength plus brawl. So you have +2 to your dexterity, +1 to your strength.
Oh, strength? You
Plus
said
2
athletics
initiative,
before.
+5 to speed. And that's how you are fast and a little stronger than you normally would be. And your bites will inflict lethal damage. While I make our little grid line here.
How many dice should
Grid line of the tree
You
line.
do
Grid
strength
line of the tree line.
plus brawl. And then what do we add? How do we add bonuses? Oh, I don't know.
All right, so
Hey, Amy.
Hey,
give me your attacks first.
As far as these go.
why
Because we're
don't,
doing strength plus brawl.
Urhan doesn't have a strength bonus.
Urhan should. It has a +1.
That's
strength.
Urshul, that's near wolf. Regular wolf
Oh,
is...
stamina's a bonus. I'm sorry, I was misreading strength as stamina.
Got it.
So you do not get a strength bonus as Urhan.
So we going strength still?
You're still doing strength plus brawl.
Okay.
Cool.
So we don't get any bonuses for being wolves.
Not for attacking. Your jaws do lethal damage.
Well, I'm rolling 1 because my strength is 2, and I have no brawl, so that's a -1.
Okay.
But I rolled and still got a success, baby.
Still got a success.
I rolled 1, that's a success.
You can now add 2 because of the first time you've done this. You now get to add 2 to your brawl because you realize that this wolf form thing is pretty natural to you. In fact, it feels like you've done this before.
Yes.
2 successes.
2 exploders.
Okay.
2 successes, both exploders.
I have 4 successes.
4 successes?
Yeah,
All right.
because
Kills all of them.
Hope already had a lot of brawl from Muay Thai, and then
Right.
It's true.
Friday had a lot of brawl.
Okay, so you are all quite literally on top of your characters, of each one of these wolves here. I'm assuming each one of you tackled your own individual wolf.
Of course.
Yeah.
But
And then there's one more because there was 5.
There's an extra.
There's one
yeah,
more.
the run.
So,
the one for Max.
so you did one, you said, right?
That could have taken out.
So one, who got 1 success? 1 success. Who got 2 successes?
I did.
Who got 3 successes?
4.
4 successes. Great. Okay. So you guys just pile on top of your wolves and just start clawing and biting and scratching. Now let's all do initiative for everybody.
Okay.
Size. Which we -1 for size.
-1 for size, but you're going to have I believe, a perception bonus as well, too.
Oh, but we have a bonus to initiative too
Uh-huh. You should have a bonus to initiative.
Oh, we do?
Absolutely.
for Urhan.
For Urhan form. Mm-hmm.
So I'm 7.
3.
3. which means we rolled a 1. Amy.
Yeah, we rolled.
Oh, you don't roll. You roll. You roll.
Roll.
For initiative.
You roll one
Roll
die.
plus add initiative.
Never mind. I rolled a 1 too.
3 team.
Good job.
Okay.
10. I got 10.
Damn.
You got 10? Okay. So, let's start. Who got 1 through...
Wait, but I have an initiative modifier.
1 through 5.
Yeah, so
Already.
add that to your. So you're 6.
6.
Minus. Well, no, you're still 5 because
5 plus 2 is 7 plus
1 through
what
5.
I want.
Ah, all
So
right.
it's an 8.
Who got a 1?
And I'm at 12 then.
Who got 1 through 5 on their perception? So what did you get? 1, 2. You got 1?
Or what do we come out to 3?
Initiative?
Yeah.
It comes out to 3 with our.
I think, doesn't
modifier
everybody
thing.
have a 5 initiative as a human?
Yeah.
Oh, we're counting that as well?
It's whatever bonus is, then but then you get a bonus for it for your on form. So if you probably would get 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if your initiative here, I think when you were human is 4, then yes, Keller and I are at 6.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So let's try this again.
Sorry.
So, who has 1 through 5? Who has 5 through 10? What did you get?
6.
8.
6, 6, and 8. Okay.
Sorry about
8,
that.
And
Yes.
6, and 6, and then what did you get, Hal?
12.
12.
Yeah!
Okay, great. So, I'm going to have one that's going to attack
I think you did too.
first.
So it's 2 of us.
Okay.
Nothing. Just a whiff. So this wolf, the one that's currently on top of you, Hal, is just as you took it down and basically pushed it down, it's turning its muzzle towards you, snapping its jaws as viciously as it can, trying to get a grasp a hold of it, but you've managed to push it down and get a good bite along its muzzle. You get to go next. What would you like to do?
Bite the crap out of
Bite the crap out of it. All right, another strength plus brawl.
it. Okay, great.
Roll it. Bite it.
Inflict +2
All plus
lethal damage with bite attack.
Bite
Where's
it.
that? Where's that? Oh, inflict +2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just means that you get lethal.
Okay, but I don't add that to the roll, right?
No, it just means that you inflict lethal damage when you do brawl.
Nice.
1 success.
1 success? All right, great.
It's an old sickly wolf. Should go down.
Grr. Great. All right, now we move over to our 9s, who is this wolf here and this wolf here, who's one's going to jump on you, Hal, and it's going to make more attacks onto you. That one also whiffed. And the other one, that one got you, so we'll get you for 1 lethal.
Okay.
As both of them start dragging onto you and biting you as much as they possibly can. Then I have an 8 here. That looks like it's going after Amy. 1 exploding. 2 lethal for you, Amy. Hope. Excuse me.
Friday. Becky.
Friday, Becky. Hope.
Bless you. Soup bud.
Great.
Bless you.
Bless you.
So, you watch as this wolf just latches onto you and manages to catch a tug of your fur as you're pulling each other's hair out viciously as dogs in a dog fight would do. Now you get to go at the same time as they do.
I get to go?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna use attunement, which is one of my gifts. I'm gonna lock out an essence, and what this does is make me lock in tune with my opponent. If I succeed, then I get to ignore my primal urge's value of defense on this guy. So I get to ignore 2 defense, versus him, and I'm very skilled at at reflexes. I can almost sense what he's going to do next.
So you're gonna get defenses, and you get to ignore defenses.
Yes. And I'll tell you what that is in just a bit. Okay,
That's fine. So roll it.
Okay, this is wits and brawl and wisdom.
Which basically means that you're focusing only on this opponent and you're locking out every other thing around you.
Yes.
As you're tuning into your opponent's natural stride and balance.
That's right.
As a wolf would stalk a creature. There we go.
Okay, 1, 2, 2 successes.
Excellent.
So I succeed. What that means is I get to ignore 2 of his defenses, and
and you can, as you're basically locking onto this wolf who is completely surprised that it jumped on in the first place, you can see as this creature is staring at you, and you can look into its eyes, and you can see, you can feel, you can hear its movement, its heartbeat against you as the taste of its blood is coursing inside of your mouth. Nice. You know this creature, and you know what it's going to do, and you know that you have its jaws, you have its head in your jaws.
Great, and I also get dodge 4.
Dodge 4. Cool. Great. Then we'll move on to our 6s. Which are
Is there no way to just be like, hey guys, we're cool. Can you just leave?
I mean,
Speak wolf to them?
you can speak wolf to them if you want. You are a wolf. You can communicate, whether it's through emotions or through basically the
I'd like to
primal.
try and communicate with these wolves.
Are you going to stop having your jaws clamped over it in order to do that?
Not at all. I'm totally still scratching away at it.
That seems to be
Like a mixed signal, I think.
yeah, a mixed signal, I'd say.
Okay, I'm holding it down, pinning it down.
Okay. And then you're gonna try to
Communicate.
Hey.
Wolf pack!
Take your Benny. Guys,
I know, we're rocking it tonight.
I'm gonna have to throw some nastier stuff at you.
To make us real.
That's
Your
right
worst,
now.
Wolfmaster.
Yeah.
Wolfmaster.
I liked it was the guide dog for Pugmire.
Guide dog. I like Wolfmaster.
Normally the storyteller
Or
system.
Packmaster.
What's that? Packmaster. Hey. Yeah, normally the storyteller system they're referred to as the storyteller. But I like that. Packmaster. As you pin it down and you're trying to basically portray this alpha dog like, leave, get out of here. I'd love for you to do a presence plus intimidation roll.
Yay.
I'd love to do one. Honestly.
So presence is one of your core stats, and then intimidation is one of your skills.
Okay. I got nothing. Can I steal one of these?
Yeah, Benny! We're
There
using
you go,
them.
a sub for a sub.
Thanks, dude.
Yay.
Oh.
Dropped one. Not shit still.
Do it again!
Burn in another one.
Burn another one. I think that's worth it.
Stop,
I see this going well. Still not a damn thing.
Okay, one more.
One more. You got this. You got this.
Some different
Use
dice.
those ones.
Yeah, they're fancy.
They're cool. Where's that other one?
Get
The
your
one that
10
fell.
dice out.
Nothing.
Oh, man.
So as you're pinning it down, and you're trying to just growl at it, just exude this dominance, you can see that the wolf, more angry than scared, is attempting to roll out of your grasp and is currently latching onto your own paw as much as it possibly
So
can.
much for trying to be a nice guy, you know?
Biting. Oh God! Take 4 lethal.
Whoa.
As it latches onto it and attempts to just take your paw, and it's just trying to
Starving
rip
wolves.
as much as it possibly can from your grasp at the moment. You can feel that its teeth digging into your bone a little bit onto your paw, and you yelp in pain as we move on to Santiago / Delish.
Am I engaged in combat with a wolf?
Yeah, you jumped on top of it,
I jumped on top of it.
and you bit into it, and now you're locked in combat with it.
Okay. All right. I wanted to try to help out the wolf that was killing Winger over here, but I guess I won't do that.
You've got your own wolf at the moment.
I'm gonna do a bite attack. So hopefully I will inflict lethal damage. It's +2. So I'll just do a straight bite attack.
Yeah.
Chomp it right on the neck, right on the jugular.
Yeah, go ahead. Go for it.
Okay. So that is
Still
that
strength plus brawl.
strength plus brawl. That's 4. Okay, beautiful.
Nice.
Here we go. Let's see how many successes. 1, 2, 2 successes. One of them was Exploder.
Yay!
Successes.
It's the wolf's eyeball exploded because I bit it so hard.
You bite into its muzzle as it continues to shudder, and you watch as it starts to yipe, 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 as it breaks and attempts to
Yay!
its legs as it starts limping
It's way more effective than what I
out
did.
into the. Well, wolves tend to understand one language, which is not "please leave." It's "get the hell out of here."
Yeah.
I was hoping to go for more of a diplomatic stance, but
Yeah, we need more Kirk, less Picard in this instance. More Kirk.
So yeah, more Kirk and less Picard. That's a very poignant way of saying it. So yeah, that wolf bolts into the tree line and disappears, taking us back up to this other wolf that is currently engaged with Hal. As it goes after you and continues to bite into your hackles while you're engaged with the other one. Take another lethal.
Ooh.
Yeah. Wolves are nasty.
Not my
They're
brother.
also hungry and terrified. You get to go next, sir.
Okay. I'm grappling, or I'm,
Still
brawling.
biting. Just
Biting, brawling, crawling.
go it. You know what the roll.
Give me a Benny.
Yeah.
I got nothing. I
Burning
need to take
it.
this fucker out.
We have got 6 left, guys.
I like it.
One success.
One success. All right. So you continue to rip and trade bites as you two continue to make a dust bowl around you of activity as
nice.
things continue
Tasmanian
to go
devil,
into
like.
it. So we have 3 wolves that are now going. One's gonna go for you, Hope.
Don't care.
This one's terrible. Does nothing to you.
this wolf's terrible being a wolf.
Wolf is terrible being a wolf. Now it's gonna go after you, Sam. This one also does nothing.
Good.
And then another one towards Hal.
Am I not still
And that one gets 1. So,
Lethal?
Yeah. So you're being tag teamed by 2 wolves at the moment, Hal. Just so you know.
Oh, what's that?
You've got 2 wolves on you. That's
Yeah.
the reason it's so nasty at the moment. But now we move to Hope.
Can I ask a rule question?
Yeah.
Okay, so we get +3 health when we're in
Garou
form. No, Ushul form.
Ushul.
So that's. is that-
So how do I add that temp? It's like a temp
Oh,
thing.
It's
wait.
temp hit point bonus. Yes.
Okay, but that's still so the damage still counts. It's just I temporarily have 3 more. Okay, I'll just kind of like put a dot or something.
Yeah. Are you? But you're not in Ushul form, right? You haven't changed.
Oh, sorry.
No,
You're
I-
right. No,
we're
we're in.
changing
We're
to
in.
Ushul.
Changed into
We're in
wolf.
Urhan.
You're all changing to wolves, but not near wolves.
Urhan.
So we don't
Urhan.
get. We don't
Okay,
get
we don't get
bonuses?
anything in Urhan. Okay, sorry.
Ushul.
Sorry. I thought.
Being wolves is pointless unless you're trying to get somewhere, it looks like.
Yeah, being a wolf is mostly for
Yeah.
speed and dex. It's
Yeah,
not
definitely.
for.
We overshot this one, but also there are humans close by, so we did what we had to.
Yeah.
But also,
that's
we
true.
should have used guns and just shot a bunch of wolves.
Yeah.
This was much
But
more
this is
entertaining.
so more. This is
Yeah.
Threw
super
our guns
cinematic.
away and then turned
It
into
did
wolves.
look pretty cool when we jumped over them, but
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
I have a wound to the bone.
And I'm not doing so hot either.
Yeah.
I don't feel great
So,
as far as my wolf
Hope.
sneakiness goes.
Okay, so I get to ignore. I get to ignore 2 of their defense.
Yeah.
At one point, if one of us can't handle it anymore, let's just one of us turn into a human and just fire a gun a lot in the air.
Okay, 2 exploders.
That's a good idea.
3.
Yeah.
3 successes.
3 successes.
2 of which were exploders.
Hope, would you paint the picture of this creature's demise for me?
Yes.
I like that.
Okay, so we're basically doing this little wolf dance where I know exactly where his wolf paws are going and his wolf snout's going, and we're moving back and forth. And yeah, there's nowhere that he or she can move where I can't track her.
And it attempts to do a little bit of a feint going towards one direction, but then immediately pounces towards the other end.
As it pounces, I duck under her and grab with my jaws of death grip right into her throat, and I rip her down like a dog toy, and I shake her, and her entire body lies flat on the ground. So I
Much as it
basically flip her.
convulses,
Yeah, a little
she-
bit of convulsing, but I do one more these, and her body just goes, and then it lies still.
Totally still. All right.
And I look up with blood on dripping from my jaws of death, and I look right at the settlers,
Right at the camera.
right at the farmers. I mean,
Catan?
and I give him a wink.
Wolf wink?
As that one lies still across the floor, you can see as the other three, upon seeing such a display of ferocity, break away
Yeah,
and start running into the woods with their tails tucked in between their legs. They're hungry, but they're not stupid as they see the numbers are against them and run into the woods.
Well, there's that.
You watch as these...
Should we all run off into the woods and be like, that was crazy? We all just run away.
Y'all just run away?
Run off into the woods.
Run
away
off into
from
the
all
woods.
of them.
Yeah.
Turn into human form.
And then walk back in with all of our
Put our
stuff.
clothes back on, pick up our guns, and walk back into that clearing where everyone's still just standing there.
Yeah, they're standing,
Like-
shaking.
We were like, that was nuts.
Wow.
Did you guys see all those wolves fighting?
I didn't see a damn thing, but I heard a lot of
What
shit.
are all you guys so scared for?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What happened, little girl?
She's just like,
Good thing we showed up, right? Where do we shoot? Where do we shoot?
The Nazis just started rah, rah, rah for so long. Get those things off.
she's tongue-tied. She just can't even say anything. And you all walk in so nonchalantly, she just is like...
I give her a nice big hug.
and
Wow,
they
there's a lot of
all,
blood on the
they
ground.
all start just breaking down in emotions. Emotions just start pouring out as they don't know what to do.
I hold her with my big
themselves.
man hands.
Big man.
Those man hands.
As you all walk back towards the cottage, basically not carrying these three, but pretty much carrying these three back
I believe
Man.
we've earned their trust.
into the space. You can see that they're just physically and emotionally exhausted from the whole ordeal. They're starving. They almost were killed by wolves. As you carry them back into the cabin.
Ooh, I want to take one of the dead wolves with us to cook.
to make a wig.
Shit.
Wolf soup!
Make your wig with
And
one of those dead wolves.
And I'm
Finally
going
make a
to
wig.
make a wig for the bald girl.
For Casper.
A really weird looking wig.
Yes, I will.
It's just like a
Can't stop me.
Your hair's so coarse.
It's just like a wolf pelt with a wolf head on it that
That's
she just
exactly
like
what it is.
sets on her head. Like,
Yeah.
It looks like a Davy Crockett hat.
One lone ear is hanging off the back.
that kind of wig.
That's you're basically making her like a shaman.
What's your
you
hair
know,
got
helmet.
teeth in it for?
It's like the guy
Oh,
from
yeah.
from Dragon Strike, that video Dragon Strike. Did you ever watch that? And how the wizard had like a really corny looking wolf
like
helmet.
that.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, you say shaman helmet, I say wig. Tomato.
All right, so you start boiling up what little amount of meat is on this creature. It was pretty
Very sinewy.
very sinewy.
That's fine.
Hey,
Very lean.
beggars can't be choosers.
Does anybody? Does any of us have that cooking expertise? We
I
make
would.
a nice stew.
Ooh, that sounds
that?
great.
Firearms? Does that count?
If not, you would just make this an intelligence plus craft.
How about survival?
Yeah,
Survival. Yeah.
Survival. I'll do that.
Okay.
What is it?
Intelligence plus survival.
Oh, someone actually, this is important to point out. You probably would still be covered all over your mouth with blood. From
No,
your
we just
hole.
walked off and cleaned up each other.
We wiped it.
Oh, I don't mind.
Put on clothes.
You would have noticed.
We also didn't walk up nonchalantly naked.
Yeah, we put.
Oh, what are y'all freaking out about?
Yeah, we did. You got something here.
Y'all see a bunch of
I did
clothes?
this. You did this. You go. You got something here. Here.
All of this.
Yeah. You
All
got
right.
something right there.
Suspension of disbelief. We'll take it.
Thanks.
Two
So.
successes. I'll like find some like a sprig of rosemary. I'll throw that in there
You
with
cut a
it.
little garlic with
yeah,
it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just makes it
Garlic
makes it
powder
pretty,
because
yeah.
we are currently without.
Awesome. So you cook a reasonable stew.
Reasonably
It's like
delicious.
rabbit stew, but a little more
Gamey.
flavor.
Wolfier.
A little gamey. Thank you.
Okay.
As you guys enjoy probably the best meal that they've had in a little while.
Their lives.
They certainly haven't had meat
Fucking good.
in a bit.
Great job, Sam. I mean, Winger.
Winger.
And you can
I
see
answered it both.
they're still not in an incredibly talkative mood, and you guys have a very silent meal
Okay.
together.
It's like
you can see that
awkward, too, though.
it's a little awkward.
Yeah, like I try smiling at them, like.
You can see that they're grateful, but they're mostly just focusing on eating at the moment.
I'm just like, what do you guys think?
So let's get back to
Pretty
where we
good,
were
right?
before then.
It's good.
Where
It's good.
is the resistance?
Who sent?
Little girl, who sent
There's
Little girl, who
I
sent?
don't-
Kind of our mission.
Hey, who sent you? Who sent you? Who sent you?
no one.
What's your name, Casper?
My name's Casper, and I only just recently escaped one of the camps. This family here took me in and has tried to take care of us, but as you can see, food is incredibly scarce. We don't know why, and the whole area has been affected. Even just last year, everything was perfectly fine, but right now, the best that we can tell is just the Nazis just are salting the land and trying to flush the resistance out of this whole area. But as a result, we're all very stubborn and we won't let the Nazis push us out. So whether your army comes or not, I'm tired. We're all tired. We can't do this anymore. We can't fight anymore. In fact, we haven't been for months since the droughts hit us this bad. If you can even call it a drought. There's a bunch of us in town, but I haven't connected with them in months. I send letters just to give them an update.
You receive letters back.
I haven't in a long time. I mean, what am I going to do out here? I'm basically a relay station for across the waters. That's our little home here. And I write the best English. So, and most of the French write English. So, that's the best we can do.
Yeah.
Where might we find these fellow resistant fighters in this village?
They're in town. It's about a mile or so.
Is there anyone we should ask for?
In particular.
Name,
Secret.
any address,
Door knocks or anything?
Yeah, secret door knocks.
handshakes,
passwords.
This
Jinx.
whole area is
You're gonna jinx
just pretty much farmland. But there is a small village that's on the other side of the docks here. It's called Buttigian.
One more
And
time?
if you go through the Butjadigien. Butjadin.
Budyandon?
Butjadin? Butjadin.
Bootyaden.
Butjaden. With an accent, it probably helps a little bit. Butjaden.
Yeah.
And that's definitely the best you'll get. Otherwise, it's mostly just our little cottages out here doing what we can. The Nazis have already done everything they possibly can to us. They've taken our food. We can't do anything more. In fact, if anything, they'll probably just round us up and take us to the camps. And I'd rather die than go back there.
Ivan, how far are we from Tossins? Do we know?
You're in this
We're
whole
in
area is
Tossins.
Tossins.
Whole area. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So
Butjaden.
Tossins is a region more than it is. Gotcha.
We're gonna do our best to make sure that you guys stay safe. That's why we're here. We're gonna go meet up with your resistance friend.
And try to keep them away from these small cottages and whatnot out here. Let them know. Small cottages.
Do what you can.
Small cottages.
It's so little hope right now. I mean, the Nazis have their fingers in everything. And if they don't have enough labor from the concentration camps, they just round us up then and take them out to pour concrete in that terrible wolf's lair that they've been building.
What'd you call it?
Huh?
What?
Record scratch?
Well, yeah, the giant compound that's south of here.
What did you call it?
I'm told that it's called the Wolf's Lair. Supposedly it's where all the higher echelon are. You know, the big, all the Well, all the Nazi commanders are there.
Do you know how to get there? You know where this place is?
No, I just know it's south of here.
All right. Well, you guys want to go meet up with that other person? About a mile into town in Vorpahl.
Boutier?
Right. So you're gonna leave the cottage. It's now day.
Okay.
We're in Civies.
It's not day or it is day?
It's now day.
Should we travel with a knight helping us, or should we travel during the
I
day?
think we're fine now.
It's just
we're
a
just
mile.
in
I
Civies.
think we're okay.
We're just your
It's
average
a little farmer's town.
citizens walking around.
Okay.
It's open carry
There's only
around
one
here.
that can speak German.
Ooh, you know what? I am historically inaccurate. It's
Oh,
not. I
no.
can't call it the Wolf's Lair. We're gonna call it the Wolf's Den.
Wolf's Den, that works too.
That changes everything!
Let's start over.
Yeah.
Should I rip my character now? Rip!
Yep.
Is it Castle Wolfenstein?
No.
The Wolf's Den.
Wolf's Den. Yeah, the Wolf's Lair is something completely different.
The Wolfenstein.
And I'll have everyone who knows World War II yelling at me if I call it that.
Oh,
dare you.
I'm glad I don't know World War II, but I'll still yell at you.
I'm glad I don't know World War II.
I'm really glad. You know her? She sounds like a
I'm
real.
stoked at my ignorance.
I'm so excited.
I
Yeah,
did find
pumped
out
about how
that
dumb I am.
The M1 might have been more widely issued than the Thompson.
What would have been more issue?
M1 machine gun.
Oh, the
Like
M1.
it's probably more likely that we would have had M1s.
M1
than
Garans.
Thompsons.
Yeah.
But, you know.
To be fair,
tomato, tomato.
Thompsons are heavier than M1 Garans.
They're better.
And they're usually better. And if you were a more
Black Ops.
Black Ops
Yeah,
strike
you're probably
force.
right. Because, I mean, Thompsons were also used. But
Yeah. Great.
Thompson.
So you guys are now basically, so basically you're going to be moving forward into,
We're heading out.
into the, okay. So it's going to take a little bit of travel. You'll
Have we lost any damage?
Yeah, I mean at this point it's for every hour or for every, I think we actually determined it's 15 minutes. Not every round, but every 15 minutes you're going to get
Like
a lethal off.
Oh, lethal off?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's been at least 15 minutes. And
Cannot
if you're going to be
we're so
traveling
close.
for a while into Butajaden,
Vorpahl.
you're going to be traveling for, well, quite a while.
To get to Vorpahl? I thought
thought
it
Yeah,
was a
it's-
mile away.
It's more like 2 miles. Yeah, it's 2 miles, and you have to go through all of the different swamplands. What was swamplands, but is now dried out land.
Okay.
So brisk jog's not an option. All right.
Brisk jog is an option.
Yeah.
You guys want to go back to being wolves and just get there real fast?
We would have to. We would at
about
this
our
point.
stuff?
Yeah, we could
Sure,
fashion
we got all
a-
our stuff.
How's that work?
Yeah.
We don't have
I
pouches.
mean, you also have backpacks. You could theoretically. I mean, I'm not going to tell
Yeah,
you
we
how to
could
run
we
your.
could
Carry
fashion
them.
a pack that.
Carry it in our mouths.
No, dogs can wear backpacks.
It's true. They have backs.
Yeah.
So are we trudging?
Let's trudge.
I would rather be a human just
Yeah.
right now, just because if we run into someone,
More.
they might shoot at us.
Shot at.
And
So
Yeah,
as
for
you
meat.
trudge.
They might shoot at us for meat.
They can't cook
Yeah.
with stew as well as I can.
What?
No, I was going to say if as you trudge through the mid morning,
Yeah.
you notice that definitely what the farmers were saying is true. Is that all the crops seem to have withered and died in this area.
But we kind of know the real reason for that.
Yeah, the water is abundant, but there is definitely seems to be nothing green growing well.
Wow.
And if it does, they're just saplings and sprouts, but nothing hearty is around at all. And as you take several, to basically take another hour, so in this case you'd be able to take another 4 lethal off. Well, an hour, 2 miles isn't too much of a march. It's about another half an hour to go 2 miles.
Just through a sit. Okay.
So take off 2 lethal. As you get into basically a morning into Butajaden. I'm going to keep doing it right.
Yeah, then.
And it's a modest little cottage town.
Oh.
You know, basically a one-street village.
Cool.
So,
One-horse town.
one-horse town, single-street village, very modest, very European.
Yeah.
Probably in its prime, it would have been beautiful.
Oh, wow. I like old stuff.
It's definitely, however, it's very, 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 it has seen better times.
Sure.
And as you look around, you can see that it has all the triangular rooftops that you would expect from this kind of small German cottage town. And you can see that some of the people are starting to set up market for the morning, but there doesn't seem to be hardly a Nazi presence there at all. You haven't seen any soldiers. And as you're starting to walk into town, you can see that everybody is definitely staring at you.
Just because we're new to town.
Oh, because we have like
Presumably.
blood on our face.
Well, we got rid of that. We already cleaned it
We
off.
did. We don't have any blood.
Yeah.
But we do have guns.
We do have guns, but we're
Just 4 guys looking for work.
Are we carrying everything around in that duffel bag still?
I don't know, are you?
I think that would have been
Guns
smart. Yeah.
And whatnot. Of course we are. Yeah, we're carrying
Guns
all
and
of
whatnot.
our surplus guns and supplies or whatever in the duffel bag.
I've got the duffel bag along with my backpack,
Right?
which has all of our visible guns.
So you can see as people who are setting up shop are now what looked like they were setting up beforehand, they now seem to be doing that in reverse. Taking stuff back out and closing their windows and yeah. They seem to be definitely, after first seeing you, avoiding eye contact and now either shutting their windows or doors or putting their carts back in.
So we don't know specifics as to where we're supposed to go in this town?
No.
No.
Well, let's go to the like an innkeeper, a bar.
Yeah. Let's go to any place that seems open
Do
still.
we see a tavern?
He wouldn't lock up. Tavern guy.
Trying to make that cash money.
He's not afraid.
Look at this. It takes a little bit of walking around, and you walk most of the town in just 15 minutes or so. Taking a leaf off. And you do manage to find a brew house, a pub.
Called.
What is it called, Keller?
You want to do yours?
We can do the twisted pretzel now.
Twisted Pretzel. German for the Twisted Pretzel.
Right.
Yeah.
As you go in, and it is dead. It's morning, first of all. So they're
Is it an inn as well? Or is it just a...
A bar. It may not have been a smart thing to go to a bar at like 9 a.m.
That's on the inn as well.
Well,
Hey!
We're looking at some of
It's party.
it's a restaurant too.
Okay.
You know, like it's an eatery.
so we can get
Okay.
breakfast.
Yep.
Do they even have food? There's a drought and stuff.
It's like it's basically a bed and breakfast that is also a pub.
Okay.
But yeah,
Barkeep
you
there?
can see that the chalkboard that normally has all of the menu items, just everything's scratched out.
It's just pigeon.
And it
Rat.
basically it's everything's scratched out.
Is there anyone in here?
There is a man who's sitting at a table, seems to be sipping tea. He's not even behind the bar. He's just kind of sitting by the windowsill. He doesn't even acknowledge you as you walk in. He looks at you and then goes back and goes, "Sorry, we're closed right now."
Excuse me, sir. Oh, you have to do it.
Yes.
Tell him that we've come with information to help recruit people out to.
We don't know if this guy's
we don't know if we
in
wanna
on the
just randomly
resistance or
say
not.
that.
We're not trying to
Oh, that's
do
true.
away.
You're right.
Certainly seems to be dead in here, sir.
Yeah, that will happen when you have no food.
You have nothing?
We have soup and beer.
We just had soup last night, early this morning actually.
Yes, we did.
Wolf soup.
Yeah.
Wolf soup.
Wolf soup.
Killed a wolf. Made soup.
Don't ask. Long story.
Do.
Big old long story.
Well, good for you. You're getting the best meal of the day, then. How can I help you? You're obviously not from around here.
Accurate. We are looking for someone.
Who isn't? I'm looking for someone.
Who are you
The love
looking
of my life, presumably. But I'm not going to find her here.
I like this guy.
for? Yeah, he's a romantic.
Do you have any German beer?
So, you're in Germany. I have German beer.
Guten Tag.
Yeah, but I...
Ask him about French.
It's,
Good day.
he watches he...
We have mini beer. Good
He
day.
watches he sighs.
Just
He
leave.
puts down his saucer and cup and gets up. Well, what the hell? Now is a time for a drink.
Do we have money?
Gotta have some
No,
money.
do you have money?
I don't know.
I don't know. Do we have money?
German francs? To
Uh,
this guy?
And for your
German
loadout,
francs.
German
What are you
francs.
saying?
Isn't that
Marks.
Deutschmarks.
Marks? Thank you, Franks Marks.
You would assume that if you
His
had
mail name.
if you had left for if you were doing a stealth Black Ops mission inside
Right.
of Germany,
Yeah, they would've
you would
given
dig around a little bit.
We'd have 6 passports of
Yeah.
different countries.
They all say Jason Bourne on them.
Exactly.
Jason Bourne, Jason Bourne. So we definitely have marks. We have German marks.
You've definitely got enough to pay for beer.
Okay.
Okay.
I buy around for everybody because I'm a nice guy.
Everybody,
I give him a
it's
tip
you
too.
four and him.
The guys,
Yes. Yes.
the guys stoked about it.
Yes. Us four and him.
Ask him about Frenchmen, because the French seem to be.
Right there, the resistance.
Yeah.
So he watches, he pours from the tap each one, and kind of like shoves it down. It's not cold, it's not warm either. The beer,
It's the way I like it, honestly.
it's cold-ish because it's kept close. But he watches, he takes your marks and pours them into his hand. And goes, I call that a good day.
Oh.
Puts it inside of his pouch and goes, well, what do you want to know?
You seen any other strangers around here? These here parts?
You silly Americans and your
I
these
said
here
that
parts.
in German.
And these here parts.
Yes.
Pots.
You have a very distinct accent.
Texas.
Yeehaw, as they say.
Oh.
You know John
Very
Wayne?
good.
He's not alive yet.
Yeah, he says the
Alive.
He's alive. He's not in much.
Famous yet.
He's not in much.
I know my spaghetti westerns, as they say. No, we have not been getting many strangers. In fact, nobody comes around here anymore. It is dead.
Dead?
It is dead. There's. Why would you come here?
We heard tell of a Frenchman being around here. Maybe a
Frenchman.
few of them.
Frenchman. No, I've not heard of any Frenchmen around here. And if I may be so bold, what do a bunch of Americans coming in start looking for Frenchmen for?
We're on the same side.
Well, yeah, we do have somewhat of a common enemy at this juncture.
Aren't we all on the same side?
I hope so.
I'd like to believe so.
Yeah.
Well,
The side of
except for the-
life, the
Goodness
side
gracious.
of liberty and joy and
What's in your tea, Buster?
good food and beer. Yes, yes,
I
exactly.
would like to order 3 more beers, please. Notice the way I am ordering those beers. 3 more beers.
Great.
Watch as he
Like a European.
I noticed the way that you order those beers,
Three
and I
more.
like it.
slides them out.
Took notice.
Actually, I'm sorry. 4. I have 3 friends and myself. I meant 4 more.
I am very impressed by that, and I try to copy you.
Essentially, the point is I'm using my thumb.
I get it. I get it.
Okay. Okay, good.
Why?
Like Europe.
I cannot do it. I have a.
I know I can't do the fourth thing.
Fold it in. Fold it
I can
in.
do
I,
that.
I can't do it.
Okay.
Okay, now give me one of these. Shoot some web.
I can do that.
Okay, but bring the fingers into the thumb, into the palm.
I am.
So just do that with
Oh,
your
I
feet.
see.
Do that.
Guys, I don't think this tutorial's necessary.
If you want to know a real stupid human trick, but he pours 4 more beers and goes, oh, celebrating something, Avi.
Yes, making new German friends.
Yeah, new German friend.
What's your name, sir?
Claude?
Cloud?
Cloud?
Clout?
Like from Final Fantasy VII?
Sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut.
Sour cloud.
No. Cloud.
Claude?
Cloud?
Cloud?
Cloud.
Yes.
I'm gonna go
Cloud.
Klaud.
Yes, exactly. Cloud.
Cloud. Cloud.
E.
Claude.
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 Hey.
Is he more drunk now?
He seems pretty drunk considering he's like, hey, we're all a part of life and stuff.
What German ever said that?
That's a good point.
One who is presumably
Nietzsche?
very yes. You've begged me. I'm a romantic type. Why do you think I bought a bed and breakfast out in the middle of the German countryside? You know, I'm.
Figured you inherited it.
Yes, I inherited it.
All right, then. Solve that.
I want to get him drunk enough to sort of get him to talk about what he hates. Things he hates.
Yeah.
He hates.
That's what I want to get that out of him.
You don't happen to have anything stronger than this beer, do you?
Unless a certain type of person, I mean scapegoat, I mean person or ethnicity just ruins everything, right? Hey, comrade?
Yes,
Hey?
with his, because he's just had the one beer at the moment. He goes, you know, often I do not usually bust out good things for fine visitors, but you've been nice, and honestly, this whole area has been so depressing lately that what the hell? I'm going to get drunk today.
Yay!
Guten Tag!
And
We're
you're
right
all
here
going
with
to
Guten Tag.
you're all going to get massively drunk with me.
Yes.
Oh. I will comment.
Mein Bierenstein.
As he goes down, he picks up an unmarked bottle of amber liquid
Fun. That
You
just
know it's good.
and
That just
slams it
spells
down on
fun.
the table.
What's this we got here?
Yay.
Yeah, got
Something I've worked on myself. He pours 5 shots of it, looks at you.
Salute.
Guten Tag. Danke.
First one's on me. He pushes him forward.
nice. Yep, chug.
And yeah, down it.
Oh man, came out my nose just a little bit. Good lord.
Hope feels like she should be vomiting, but Friday's got it down like iron stomach.
Yeah, I was gonna say the metabolism on a 250-pound man is definitely doing its job, but you have a hard time, like, just dealing with the.
It's still lighter fluid.
It's still lighter fluid.
Oh
It's
man,
super
that's,
intense.
Turpentine.
that's a bit more nuts than what they make down in
It's
Kentucky.
my special. That's the last batch from the last good corn that I had.
I walk up behind him and I give him a big bear hug. You're my friend.
It's good. It's good. Friend, you can put me down now.
Oh yeah, I was picking him up too.
How much you gonna be for round 2?
He gives you a price that's reasonable. It's not. You're probably paying a little more than you should for grain liquor.
Putting more Deutschmarks down.
As you continue to drink into the morning, getting
We're talking 7, 8.
sloppy.
No, well, it was already
Just
like
kidding.
10, right?
You're halfway. You're basically halfway through the bottle, and he starts holding it
5 o'clock.
in his hand, slightly tipped over, and he's like, you know, I love the country.
Yeah.
You and me
love
both,
it.
We
Cloud.
love you. We love you, man.
Cloud, you're
Cloud.
fucking rad as shit.
No. You are my new friends. I cannot say enough good things about you. Possibly ever, forever.
Hell, try, man. So,
I don't ever see anyone with a sense of humor here anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's so
Everyone-
sad here.
Yeah, it makes me sad
so
that
sad.
you're single because you've got such this joie de vivre.
No.
You know, that's French.
Oh yeah, joie de vivre. No, it's
If I
good.
wasn't straight as an arrow, Cloud, I would be all over you, but
That's weird, but that's good.
yeah, I'm
That's
so
nice.
straight.
You're funny. I like you. I like you. What'd you
I like
say
you.
your name was again?
I love French people. What do you think about the French?
Oh, the French. The French. Oh, if I could have been born in another life, I would have been a Frenchman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now those are romantics.
I
They
know.
know how to
said
do
it.
it.
And they're brave too.
Super brave, really
Yeah, I know.
resistant.
Yeah, it's they're the only ones that really give a damn about anything anymore.
I know.
That's what I'm saying as well.
Its place is so it's it used to be great. It used to be so green and so joyful. It was so
It
pleasant.
looks incredible, just from what I'm seeing.
The people would come in, all the beautiful ladies. We'd have the fairs. There'd be the twirly toys.
You know what else too? Jews. Let's see what he says. 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 Let's see what he says.
Okay.
Jews.
There used to be Jews.
No. He ordered some juice. He wanted to drink some.
You got any juice?
But while we're on the subject,
Do you want to
No,
say anything?
wait.
about
Juice
You
or
got
juice?
you got any more juice? I'm talking about some more of this stuff you got here, man.
Magic.
Magic juice.
Does that make you angry or sad?
What?
Like, what if, hypothetically speaking, he had said Jews? Like, were you happy when there were more Jews here?
there was. We never really had any Jews here.
Okay, guys, I think this is a
it's
dead
not
end. I
going
think we
anywhere.
should probably leave this bar.
No.
I don't think
He just
Claude's
basically
gonna
does a giant thing and he just tips the bottle and takes a swig out of it. No.
That's the best thing.
No, there was a there was a little. No, that's right. There was a little Jewish girl here. I remember. She came in with their family. That was a long time ago. That was when it was all nice and green here. And he starts to fall asleep. You can see him start to nod.
Oh, great.
Is he's starting to pull the bottle down and goes, "No, I wish it would be back the way that it was when it was green."
dead end.
Can we?
Can we? I want to go look at his innkeeper's log.
Yeah, like if he's fully passed
There we
out, can
go.
we search the place too?
Yeah, he's out, KO'd.
Search.
Looking around. As you dig around a bit, you can definitely see that he does keep a manifest, and
Manifest.
he has a bunch of photographs of people who have, because as you do in innkeeps, he's got group photos of the town. Actually, it's where a lot of the people would post the group photos in the town, like the festivals every single year, and you can definitely see that there's maybe 25 people in the entire village. And it's pretty consistent who is there. Like you occasionally see there's a new person born. And the one photo sticks out. It seems to be a little girl with a couple family members. And you can see that the most recent one, about a third of the people in the photo are gone. They're just not in the photo. The little girl and the family included. In the manifest, there is definitely a couple French-looking names that are there. It's, again, very few people are even in here.
What are these French names?
Yeah, what are their cell phone numbers?
Yeah, do you have social security numbers for them?
Pierre.
3-digit security code on the back of their
French
credit
names
card?
that you see.
Douai, and Douai.
Douai.
In Scrooge.
And Uncascru.
Blanche. Oui, oui.
You see a Lucas.
Lucas.
Lucas?
Yeah.
Dustin.
Ryan.
Dustin.
And,
Ryan.
Evan.
and an Enzo.
End zone.
No, Enzo. Lucas and Enzo.
Lucas and Enzo.
Ah, I love the name Enzo. It's a beautiful Italian name.
Enzo
Good for
Lier.
French, too.
Good for friendship.
Malion. Lucas Malion.
Marion.
That's one name.
Lucas Marion.
Lucas
And
Maria
Enzo
Yeah.
Timel.
And Enzo Timau.
So those are the two that seem to have been in there, and those are the two that are definitely stick out as the most French, and that seems to have been a visitor log thing.
How long ago?
Between you could see that there was definitely some locals who are not present anymore. That could be a potential lead, or these two names could be, because it's clear either some people left, or they were rounded up, so to speak,
Right.
or these two are either they're close-ish, so they're either still in the village or they're at least close by. Actually, to make this even more abundantly clear, I should probably say that these names are on a plaque of people who have contributed to the community.
Whoa!
Right. So that's even clearer. It's not. This isn't just a bunch of visitors. These are people who are in town.
What is the info on this plaque? What did they do to contribute to said
For
town?
outstanding excellence in service to our community.
Okay.
Is there any other information in the visitor's log
About
like that?
An address?
Like an address or anything?
Not for those two. You don't see those names in the visitor's log, but you do see that a bunch of soldiers, presumably because they signed their names at the end SS. Definitely some people have been there. Some soldiers have been there, and one that particularly sticks out to you is Nastasha Kippenberger.
Motherfuck!
Oh, is she's on a plaque or
She's on the visitor manifest.
She's been here.
She's been here.
I want to sign my name.
Farts. What? Why?
There should be no
Sign your
evidence that
name?
we've ever been here.
Yeah.
You can do a fake name if you want, I guess.
Well, nobody knows my name's Friday.
Seymour Butts.
I'm gonna write Friday.
Just Friday.
Yeah.
Right. You just wrote Friday.
Cool.
Nobody knows your name, Friday.
I should
Well,
have known we couldn't have
Becky.
trusted Nastasha. Her first syllable of her name is Nas.
Nas.
Nast. Oh, girl, I smell that nast.
You also see a Casper.
Nasty.
Oh.
That's not
A friendly.
in the visitor's manifest, but she's also labeled in the group photo. All right.
Label?
A welcoming to the Parkers.
Long hair
Wait.
or
Parlors.
What's Casper's last name?
Parlay.
Thank God.
Casper Parlay.
and was her hair long or short in the photo?
It actually was labeled as the Parlays, and then it has her two parents' names, and then Casper as a part of it. It was, and that plaque for that year was dedicated to them, or that photo was dedicated to them for that year. And what was the question again?
What was her hair like in the photo?
It was long.
Okay.
And
And her parents were
it-
not the family that took her in,
no, they're different people.
that we almost killed.
Yeah.
By accident.
So that is where you're at right now in the region of Tossins, in the midst of a full-blown drought, even though it's not a drought. You know why, but obviously this town is suffering for the repercussions of Mokurama, and even if, well, whatever you may decide to do with the region or the town, you at least know that there are a couple of people here who could further your cause, as we will discover next week.
Okay.
Yes.
And, yeah. Go no, man, yourselves. You guys are unraveling the mystery as it speaks.
Yes, I
So,
love it.
More will be discovered as we tune in next week. We will have some of the rest of our crew back, but there is a chance we might be missing you.
I might be able to Skype in.
Might be able to
So it
Skype
depends
in.
on my schedule.
All up to you. We would love to have you.
I'm going to be in Nashville next week.
Right.
So,
Oh, awesome.
Nashy.
and come to the Blue Bar on Wednesday, the 24th, I think.
24th.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
23rd, I'm singing with Billy Ray Cyrus at Third
Nice.
Lindsley, and the 24th,
Yeah.
I'm playing at the Blue Bar. So
Cool.
Oh my God.
Rad.
Monday, unless I'm in a rehearsal, I should be able to Skype in because it'll be late enough that I think.
That you can make it.
Yeah. So
Cool.
fingers crossed.
All right, fingers crossed. If not, I understand that you've got things to do. And so we'll see you all next week for another episode of the Foreververse, in which our great mystery continues to be unraveled.
It is
In
a
particular, this situation, a lot of our players are discovering more about the world that they're in, and presumably why. Certainly, they have the capacity to make a change in this place. But really the question is what are they going to do with that power? We'll find out next week as we continue our adventure. See you then.
Bye.